Hey, Chance, if you want to, you can eat toilet paper.
Oh my
I
god.
don't eat toilet paper. I also don't really want to eat gum, to be honest. It's not the best way to dispose of it. I don't know if you know, but like, you do you. I'll do me.
I don't swallow gum. I physically can't.
Anyway, hail and
Anywho.
well met, travelers. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, that's gonna be an interesting job for me to figure out where to start this.
Just cut it in right exactly as I'm saying that.
We'll see.
No preamble.
Are we all ready to play? I did say that to interrupt us.
Heck yes.
Yeah. My nose is
So
so
off to the
Hold your nose. Last time on Dungeons and Dragons, we did a lot of things. Pen talked to Krios.
top 10 anime betrayals.
And you all went to Clearwater. Let us move. Let's move. Let's move. You guys wanna move?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys labeled this goblin in town. It's Goblin.
Goblin.
I mean,
Uh,
I don't know who labeled it, but it is shaped like a goblin. It is a goblin boy.
We came to Clearwater. You guys ate a good meal. Sat in an inn for 15 minutes. Harassed the local innkeeper for some gossip, and then went to the docks to try and see where Noah's kid went.
I love to
Um,
harass people.
I know. Everyone gave Samuel a shit ton of money. Just
Except for
an
Reverence.
absolute shit ton, except for Reverence. Penn scried on Sam's parents and saw one of them.
Taking a short rest on Reverence's shoulders, apparently. I remember. We're trying.
Climbed up on Reverence's shoulders, and then we all went to the docks and split into several groups to interrogate, ask questions, investigate other I words that end with 8, inebriate
Oh.
people
well.
into giving you information. And at the end of the session, we Reverence and Penn and Adelaide interrogated a couple of sailors into feeling extremely guilty about being terrible people. I got some information about Noah's kid, or the boat at least.
Oh, also we heard gossip about a thing out in the sea, and we want to fight it.
Yeah, you heard some gossip
I want
about
to kill it.
some sort of monster between here and US stuff.
What was the name of the boat? Do you have that written down, Siren?
Yes, yes, yes. Please hold. Wait. I forgot to put my little ribbon bookmark in, so you'll have to give me a second.
My brain supplied to the name that Kirk Earl's latest character's name.
The Renegade.
The Renegade.
Very evil.
I don't know about that.
Chance.
It's a very evil name to have.
I don't know if you ever saw my fan theory, so I wanted to propose it to you here on this
Oh, shit.
media.
Yes.
This is a beautiful proposal.
That your son, the missing one with golden eyes and probably white hair, is Dawn. The child from the crystal egg. How do you feel about that? Is that impossible? Just want to kind of work out this theory here with you, my
Here's the
friend.
thing, though.
I really don't
Dawn
think it's
came out of
possible.
an egg. Didn't they? Or
I don't
was
know
it
if you've
like a
told us.
cocoon?
Oh,
They-
Dawn,
they
it was like
were
a cocoon, right?
You found Dawn in a cocoon between like 3 giant pillars of magic rock.
Yeah.
So
I just don't know how you feel about that.
I wouldn't.
My fan theory.
But that's also
But at the same time, I don't think that's it.
yeah.
That ain't it, Chief.
Everyone likes
it's-
shooting down my ideas.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I
Come up
don't.
with more plausible ideas.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's a valid fan theory, but it is likely.
It's fine. I have no issue with it.
That can be your
You're
headcanon.
allowed
if
your
you want.
opinion. Yeah.
Until proven otherwise, I don't think that's gonna be it, Chief.
I mean,
I don't think that's it.
Beans. Shall we continue?
Beans.
I love you, Benji.
I love you too, Chance.
Yeah. So there's that theory.
You don't have to sound so dismissive. Oh my god.
I mean, I don't know. You heard Chance.
Oh my god.
Anyway, where we left off, left.
Same thing.
It was. We ended Reverence and Penn and Adelaide scene, and it was going to be Merritt and Noah on the docks.
Doing our own little bit of investigation.
Mhm.
What was it? Merritt was going to use. What was it? He's going to use all his charm rather than any intimidation, as Reverence and Adelaide can do so well. And just sort of
Yeah,
ask
that's
around
the
and
best
ask
thing
about.
me and you got.
Yeah. We just go around and flirt with a bunch of people.
Oh my
Do our
god.
best and our worst. God. Merritt's also going to inquire about the. Oh, here we go again. The motherfucker, the monster in between East and here.
Okay.
Sort of here.
Where are we exactly? What's
We're like
going
right
on?
here, aren't we?
Yeah, you're like in this area, specifically like upper here.
Yeah.
And you're on the docks.
We at the
There
dock. We-
there's a lot of this upper area is the sort of cargo area of the docks. Oops, that's the writing pen. Whatever, it can
mean,
stay there.
It works.
It is a check mark.
The upper area is like cargo and long distance shipping sort of thing, where a lot of people are moving like farming grain and like supplies across the to either like other continents or further south on this continent, etc.
Hmm.
So the docks are busy. I believe it's afternoon to evening currently.
Mm-hmm. It was like
Yeah.
late afternoon. That sounds about right. It was still daylight.
It's daytime, yeah. Definitely. The docks are busy. There's a lot of people moving stuff, and it's along with like the main road, the busiest part of town. I think for the most part, all of like these areas where it's just mostly housing is like there's some kids playing on the street maybe, but there's not a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
So both Merritt and Noah, give me a perception check.
Perception.
Perception.
Okay. Let me switch to my board. First. Nice. First roll on this.
Hey, I'm still Chance. What?
Hi, Chance.
Yeah, my boy.
Came all the way from Seko just to look.
Oh my god, I forgot about him.
Yeah. Well, what is it? Chance and Benji are out there somewhere, but they're
They're
not.
out there.
We live on.
Anyway.
Probably.
Oh no.
God. Wasn't there some sort of bookshop that we went into and then like I ended up having to voice it? Anyway. I'm probably wrong. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Merritt and Noah, you spend some time looking up and down the docks for a group of people to ask around, or anyone really who looks competent. I think again, most people who are like actual sailors or such are loading their ships, so they're either not just freely available on the docks or they're busy. Is there anything you're specifically looking for?
Merit, not necessarily. Maritime is not quite his bag. I'm trying to think of any specifics. Um,
I can't really think of anything as long as we're like, I imagine we're in the area of like cargo and long hauling ships that go the distance.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
distant.
I don't.
Anyway, did you know that song is a good song for Merit? Anyway, oh, my brain is so off to the. Merit's probably looking for, given the way he knows people better than literally anything else in the realm. He's looking for someone with like a sort of the sharpest eye. Someone. If it looks like someone is taking meticulous, maybe not meticulous notes, but more like taking notes of the place, sort of like the one that had bureaucrats. Maybe they might know something, and just anyone who's chatting to where he can be like, hey, so I'm a little curious, what is this, have you heard about this, so on and so forth. Gossip.
Yeah.
Anyone who looks like they're gossiping or has seen gossip and that sort of thing. That's the closest to most specific I can get from Merritt. But like anyone who's idle, Merritt will just go up to and try to be charming and tricksy with. Just not that one. It's Trick. Anyway. My brain is so far off to the left. Okay.
I mean, you're way ahead of me, so
I'm holding on.
good.
Okay. I think you both try and like head your way down and talk up anyone who like walks by you for some information. I think most people are pretty unwilling to talk to someone who just kind of goes, "Hey, what's up?" And I think you kind of get blown off by a lot of people who are just walking about their business.
Yeah.
But Merritt, I think you spy a sort of small building, not directly on the dock, but adjacent, that sort of looks. There's a line outside of it of sailors, and it's, I don't know the word that I'm looking for is unfortunate, but it's like it appears to be some sort of like check office where records are kept.
Okay. It sort of motions to that and goes, well, that's something, although I don't know whether or not the line would be a problem if we just have questions. They're probably just checking in line.
I don't know what kind of information we'd get out of them, what they'd really know, but I suppose it could be worth a shot. We haven't had a whole lot of luck elsewhere.
Maybe someone tried to file some sort of report somewhere. Or, at the very least, maybe there's better reports of that creature everyone's wanted to look into out on the sea. It's not the worst place to start, considering no other place will start at all with us.
True. Question. This is a chance question.
Mm-hmm.
um, what exactly is like all this, the check-in area and whatnot? Like,
It's basically
What is
reporting
for?
what you have on your ship when you first
Okay.
enter, right? That's pretty much what.
I mean, I
thought.
don't think Merritt knows.
Merritt doesn't.
I think
Merritt's just like, it's like it's an office thing.
I think Noah, you can probably guess that it's some sort of like they are either marking what they're shipping out or like it's a report that of this ship leaving this dock at this time sort of thing.
Hmm.
You
Oh, I
know,
mean, we saw some of that when we entered Secco in the first place.
yeah, I would say it's definitely less what Secco was doing where it was like
Well,
extensively checking
Yeah.
the ships
yeah,
to
not like
enter the
TSA,
country,
but like
and
Yeah.
more
same
like
thing.
more like
Just keeping a
people
log of
get
everything.
lost at sea.
Uh,
And you know, companies especially want to know, like, oh, when was the last time my ship was seen?
oh, so this is where we'd find out if, like, there's shit's going out missing in the middle of the fucking sea, and there's a monster out there, or maybe get some older records if they have them.
Mhm. I also went past like as what Merritt was briefly alluding to was if maybe there was a report of a child somewhere, but it was too late for them to catch the renegade, although we don't know it's the renegade. But like some sort of report of unattended baby seen or something. Maybe. Probably not. Merritt doesn't know that. But at the very least, this is a spot for, you know.
This is an
Future.
information hub, and you
This
can
is-
tell that from looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, goes, well, I don't have a whole lot of experience with this, but this seems like would we get some of the information we're looking for, especially if they have older records. But I don't know if they will provide them to us willingly or if they keep that under wraps. Like I said, I don't have much experience with it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we could just ask.
They might want some particularly brave adventurers to inquire about some things. Who knows?
Have we seen any like boards around town for like kind of, how do I put this? Kind of like the board we have over in the Horntail
Oh,
Like, yeah.
post board.
I think you've probably seen. You've been to the center of town, and I think that's where anything like that would be seen. I think any sort of deal like that, definitely seen like jobs that are like, please help me farm the harvest this year, looking for farm
simple
boys.
stuff.
Yeah, looking for handy men.
Yeah.
It's basically the post boards in Stardew Valley.
Yeah, kind of. Like, it's stuff like that, like looking for this kind of item. There's
Think of a whole lot of importance, basically.
there's nothing that's like of a huge importance. No, there's not like oh, go fight this dragon and I'll pay you a lot of money, or there's orcs just sort of around. That's racist.
It is.
I mean, small towns.
Anyway, orcs was the first word in my head. So I'm sorry,
Oh,
orcs.
So you're the racist.
I'm the racist, I think. But there's not really jobs for adventuring type.
there was something I had in mind with it, but I already forgot.
Oh,
Nice.
Which sucks. It may come back to me later, but anywho, where were we at? The information area.
yeah. If
Checking
nothing
it out.
else, given it's my idea, I could check in and you can look around. I mean, not too far from here, but you can keep inquiring to people about things one-on-one.
Okay. I don't know if I have as much charm as you do, but give it a shot.
It's your option.
So looking
From there,
around
you'd
me,
do just fine.
yeah, I'll be all right. I can handle myself.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, looking around, just generally, what do I see around me? What, like, people, buildings, whatnot? Was the, I guess, check-in area kind of look like?
Like I said, it's not on the docks. It's sort of like on the land, but
Mhm.
it's connected to the dots. Dots?
Yeah.
Docks.
Dots.
My brain's chugging.
Yeah.
Um,
We're all getting started up. We're good. We got this.
there's a couple of like fishing supply stores and such around in this just like whole general area, along with like I think like boat storage areas. And I think that's probably what's on either side of this like building. The building itself is not very large, and I think that's what makes it stick out. It's kind of like none of the buildings in this town are especially huge, but this one is kind of like a little shack.
Yeah.
And from the outside, there's windows on all the walls and has a kind of low ceiling. And from the outside, you can see the line goes through. There's a desk inside, and then the line goes out the other side.
Okay. So you don't go into the little shack to sign it. You just do it at the window and you go through and shit.
No, like
No?
you are going through the shack to the desk.
Okay.
It is inside the shack.
I see.
Mhm.
So if Merritt's signing in, Merritt's going into the shack.
Yes.
Okay.
Is Merritt doing that?
We're like a distance away, but can see this small spectacle. Yeah.
Essentially, yes.
You said there was a line, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Merritt like goes around Noah, walk behind him, masking faces into like not quite him, but definitely something more like a sailor, and then goes over to the line. But then goes up to one of the folks in line and goes, "Sorry, I just I want to make sure this is the line for paperwork and things."
Uh, give me
I'm playing this sort of like disgruntled, vaguely out of sorts kind of. Like,
yeah, give
oh
me a
God.
persuasion check with advantage because you're in a disguise.
Advantage. Persuasion with advantage.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah. You walk up to a very burly looking woman who is covered in tattoos and has a shaved head. And sound like that. You say that, and I think she kind of gives you a look over before her like expression softens, and she goes, "Oh yeah, right away. This is the line."
Thank you. I guess I can. My boss wanted me to ask a couple of questions, but I have to wait in the line, huh?
Yeah, line's kind of slow. I think there's like one old lady in there.
Oh,
She makes a face.
oh goodness. Okay, sure. I'll look into this later. Thank you. Have you heard anything about whatever the hell's happening on the way to Uesta?
Like bits and pieces.
We were thinking of going out that way, but I haven't heard great things. Know anything more than that?
Some sort of big sea monster. I'm not heading that way, so you
Yeah.
also have to take everything with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
Sailors get bored, like drinking seawater. You know how it is.
All right. But like, there happen ships going missing out there, or maybe they just get very lost in Uesta.
Just kind of squints at you. And
Not
says,
Merit shrugs. It's just like,
"You heading that way?"
we're all thinking about it. I'm not too sure, which is why I've been asking every once in a while. No one's quite sure though.
Well, yeah, I don't know who I could even point you to. I'm not really from around here.
All right. Thank you. And Merit nods and walks away a little bit, and then like makes like a circle back around, and in an alley changes back to him and back to Noah and goes, "Well, it's definitely for paperwork, and there's a little old lady in there, a single little old lady in there doing all the paperwork. That's going to be quite a wait."
Well, maybe if we just go up and ask if the information is readily available, then we might be able to just get the information we need. Because, I mean, the line is for, like, checking in and out and everything, right?
Yes.
So we
There
don't need,
still might be an option, but
we don't even, it's for boats, right? Not just people, so it's like, we don't even have a boat. We may get a boat.
we may yet get a boat.
May get a boat. But not right now. We just need to get what information we can. So, and
Always
you
worth
know,
doing the trick trap.
he hops up on Lilith and goes, I think Lilith will help in this endeavor. Not
Well,
threateningly, but you know, like,
she is the bigger one out of everyone in that line.
yes.
Thankfully.
Exactly.
It's only so much you and I can do just between the two of us. There's a lot of bulkier folks that way.
You just need to ask a question or two, and that's it. We should be all right.
Alright, well, time to go take the direct approach, shall we?
Noah lends a hand out to hop up on Lilith.
Merritt hops up. This is going to be a small adventure.
Okay.
And they mosey on up. Lilith
Alright.
kind of waddles her way over to the shack. Not like getting in the line and shit, but you know, just getting that direction.
Just like hustles in.
Okay. So number one, Lilith will not fit in this shack,
Oh yeah, I know. Not
even
inside.
a little bit, or through the doorway.
There's windows all around it, right? So we can just ask a question through there, right?
They're glass.
Oh, they're glass. Oh.
Yeah, it's not a tower
What
window.
else are windows made out of?
No, when I her window, I was thinking like open window with like
Here, look.
a
Oh,
little
Teller
table.
window.
Yeah, yeah.
there's a window here. All of this wall is windows. The doors are here, and this is the desk, and the line goes through here.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Here's okay. All right. Okay.
No, you're
here's
fine. Okay,
The people.
we're just okay. I see.
This is
think
the
I see.
door.
Yeah.
These ones
Here's
are
the church.
windows.
This is the steeple. Open the door. Here's all the people.
Desk.
Okay. So yeah, no, Lilith is not the plan.
Uh-huh.
Lilith is not the move.
She's not the power move to play.
I mean,
She's
we
the
just
power play.
leave her at the entrance to
Yeah.
intimidate. As we just go, hey,
Yeah, she just
We're
sits on her
adventurers.
butt like a dog at the entrance. That's pretty much it. But I don't want to like squeeze past everyone. I just want to peek my head in and wait, before we do any of that, Mary, what are we going to ask exactly?
Well, to start with, what we're looking for you, like, were there any strange reports about 4 years ago, involving a small child on the docks or elsewhere, that kind of thing? Where the other question is regarding the beast on the way to USTA. Like, we're adventurers inquiring about any information on what's happening.
Ask her first if like there's anybody, because I mean she's everybody, so I don't want to take too long. Maybe there's I was going to ask her, maybe there's someone else we can talk to about getting past records,
Yeah.
or if she's the one we need to talk to. Sound good?
That we can start with, or
Okay.
that one we can add into, certainly.
Yeah. So he pops his head in and tries to get her attention. Hello, ma'am.
Okay. What side are you popping your head in from?
I would guess the left side.
The empty side?
Wait, okay. This is the empty side?
No.
Or wait. No.
This is the line of people. This is the side they exit out of, which is currently empty.
Okay. I imagine we come from
Assumedly,
here.
there's a person behind this desk. You haven't seen them yet.
Okay. So if we pop our head in, like, what do I see with my eyeballs?
You popping your head in from this side?
Yes.
Okay. You see, number one, several people in the line immediately notice you and frown.
We are those bastards cutting in line, but anyway.
Second of all, there is a small halfling old woman back here amongst piles of files.
Oh.
Oh, God bless her.
And she is currently looking at this list. She has like giant goggle glasses also. She's currently looking at this list that assumedly the person at the counter has handed her, and she is writing down everything in a book.
No, He frowns and he looks at everybody. And then he just pokes his head back out and looks at Merritt and goes, I'm gonna feel really bad if we have to ask about this. I don't want to take up their time. This poor woman. There's so much paperwork. Oh my god, that's probably all the paperwork we have to look through. Merritt.
If we really want to get out, we could. Well, we can ask just the question of questions, I suppose. Of is there anyone to ask about regarding helping the U.S. route, and is there?
I'll ask her the first one first about is there anyone else to talk to, but I have a feeling that she's going to be the one to talk to because there's a lot of paperwork there. So, anyways, he pokes his head back in.
Yeah. The people still in line frown at you again. But this time it's a little bit angrier.
Ma'am, I'm sorry to take your time. I'm sorry to bother you, but is there anyone I could talk to about getting all the records of check-ins and everything?
And any more information about what's happening on the U.S. route?
She does not respond.
Oh,
She's
mission
a stickler
failed.
for the rule.
Ma'am?
You're just
Well-
gonna keep going, ma'am? Ma'am? There's not gonna
Oh.
be anything.
He's
Ma'am, ma'am, ma'am.
Ma'am? I just want a
lost
chicken
child.
sandwich, please!
Oh god. Oh.
Can I get a waffle?
Can I please get a waffle?
Can I please get a waffle?
He pokes his head back out. He goes, Merritt, I hate to say it, but we're going to have to get in line. Can't be those guys.
Well, do we at least want to still look around the area for anyone more willing to talk? Just outright. It's going to be a very dull evening of waiting.
How many people do you think is like out here? Like, it's a big old line, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably like 7 people in line.
Okay.
7's not the worst
That's
thing. Anyway.
not terrible.
That's not a big line.
We can handle
Y'all
that.
ever been to Disney World?
Oh my god. Well,
Even if you haven't, you know about Disney World.
know about Disney World. Or like any amusement park.
Yeah, most.
Yeah.
Mine
We've
suck,
been to
but
Dollywood.
mine's not
Anyway.
terrible.
I haven't actually.
Oh. Okay.
Kara sounded so genuinely sad.
Well, Kara's mom used to work at Dollywood.
I know.
Yeah.
Kara was just like, oh.
Oh.
I
for
don't
some reason,
subscribe to your
never-
Tennessee traditions.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. It never occurred to me.
I think I went to a rodeo put on by Dollywood once.
I mean, there's Dixie Stampede. Anyway.
That's it. That's the thing.
Yes. Yeah, that's not a rodeo. That's a dinner theater. Anyway,
Whatever. There was a bowl.
there was. There probably still is.
Rodeo.
You finish up interrogating that one dude. He's gonna go like cry and piss his pants now, I guess.
Nice.
And you are, satisfied with the amount of information you've gotten and are ready to sort of look for your friends.
This is
Um,
almost exactly what I knew and feared of. Ranger boys would do nothing.
We'll progress
and
eventually.
you look around and find Thalia and Vivian pretty easily. And Vivian is walking around with the trident and a big fish on it,
Oh my god.
like speared onto it.
I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, when she spots you, she sort of like skips up and shows you the trident and goes, "I'm the king of the sea."
Oh my god.
You are.
Yeah. Thalia walks up not far behind her and goes, "We didn't find anything."
But she's the king of the sea.
She did find a fish. Did you find anything?
Yeah, we know the name of the boat
We do know the name of the boat.
and the captain.
That's a lot of things.
Do we know the name of the captain?
We do. Their name is Lark Weaver.
Oh, it is there. I do have it. Ship. That's the only two things I have are the ship and the name. But I didn't see Lark Weaver as a name, so I was like, wait, did I write this down?
No, like Weaver is the name. So Thalia says, "Should we find Noah and Merritt?"
Yeah, probably.
I mean, yeah, we should.
All right, both of you give me a perception check.
It should not be that hard to find Merritt's fucking hat and Noah.
Lilith.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look around, and then find them both sitting on the dock in despair, still in line, not having moved. And
I mean, Merritt's definitely like kind of walking, but not far from the line at all.
yeah, if you're like pacing or whatever, they clearly are unhappy / impatient with their current circumstances.
I would like to mosey on up.
Clop, 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 clop.
Clop, 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 clop.
Yeah, you can mosey up.
I mosey up, and Reverence is just like, "You've been here the whole time.
Not the whole time, but no one would actually talk to us.
You didn't find anything,
Yeah.
huh?" Well, while
I
you
think
were being
there's-
useless, I found out all the things that fuck, why can't I think of Adelaide found out all the things that you need to know.
Good?
That can't think of the name part was not in character. That was
Okay.
A
That was,
siren
that was
issue.
purely siren. Okay.
a siren issue.
Got you.
I can repeat that here. While you were here being useless, Adelaide found out all the stuff you need to know. She really wants to take credit for it, but she's not gonna.
All the stuff?
All
Some of the stuff.
And I
All
have a
of it.
fish.
Pinky pen.
You have a fish.
and she has a
great
fish.
tonight.
She
She's
stands
king of
very
the-
proudly with it.
Lilith is looking at this fish so, like, desperately, like, straight puppy dog eyes.
Just doing the like cat thing where the pupils
Yeah.
dilate, like, oh, I want it. America's right, then. Well, I mean, spares from this bureaucratic nightmare.
What's the line
Although,
for?
I'm pretty sure this is where we'd find some more information, assuming they have much older records. But the lady would not answer me on any of my
What are you in
questions.
line for?
This is a paperwork office of some sort
Oh.
for ships.
Yes, we are going to need to talk to them because we need to know when the last time a ship came through here.
Yeah.
We have the name of the ship and the name of the captain.
That'll be helpful.
I
That'll
don't
be
know what
very
you two
helpful.
expected to do without that information.
Well, there's also
We were
the
going
matter
mostly
of
Hey,
Yeah,
when was
how-
the last time you saw a kid trafficked through here? Was that your plan?
We'll see how
Just
old
nicer.
records they had and if the information was readily available when we needed it.
It would not be. They would not have written there was a kid on this ship.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about after we find more information, but now you have the information we need. So it's very convenient now.
You're damn right I do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We've been here. He looks up at the sky, like genuinely trying to tell the time, and he goes, "Forever."
Mhm.
How much stuff do you think that person had to check in? Queen's alive.
Cargo ships.
How much would they carry?
Depends on how big the ship is, doesn't it?
Merritt frowns in consideration. Fine.
Do you think if I just start handing out gold, they'll let us go in front of them?
You could certainly try.
Probably.
Reverence taps the person they're right behind.
It's the big lady.
Yes, she taps on the big lady and says, "If I give you money, can we get in front of you?"
I've been here since 7 a.m.
Reverence is not. She's just looking expectantly.
How much money?
Reverence turns to Noah. How much money are you willing to spend on this?
Looks out over everybody and he like gets a gauge of how many are left. How many are left?
7. Still 7.
Still 7.
Yeah, the line hasn't moved.
Puts up a finger real quick.
One?
One finger.
One?
As in hold.
Oh.
And he thinks.
See, the problem here is that
Good
we are
goal.
so rich, we don't actually understand how. I don't know what a lot of money is. Delta,
He says,
Yes.
what's a lot of money in this world?
You don't know.
Fuck!
"You know what we know." And at first he goes, "What about 50
No.
gold? No?
No.
100?
50, 100?
Oh. 100 gold."
Make it 200.
Hmm. I can work with that.
You know we have to do this 7 times, right? 6 after this.
Yes, that would end up being 1,400 gold, but that doesn't mean everybody's going to want 200.
Yeah, they might.
Everybody
The dude
else
in
is
front of her goes, yeah, I want at least 200.
Kano goes, ah. He starts getting bags of gold out of his fucking. Wait. Yeah, no, he's
Spare more.
going through with this at this point.
If needed.
I had a different plan, but
I mean, we
that
can
was
try
me.
your
We
plan.
can also just wait.
We could just wait.
She's been
but
here
also
since
she's been
7
here since
a.m.
7 a.m. I
And when do you
also-
think this office closes?
Are you
Things
asking her
close,
that?
right? I mean, Merritt's just asking it hypothetically.
We're over here arguing
Things
about whether to
close.
bribe
He's
all
seen
these
them
people.
do it.
We're loudly arguing about whether to bribe all these people. All of them can hear it.
Yeah, they can all hear you.
Yeah, I'm laughing about that. And God, the thing I've just said. Merritt's seen things close down.
We were in a store overnight after it was closed. That's a fact.
That was not.
Stores have been closed.
Hey, don't pay attention to this roll. I just want to kind of see how high that would be. Never mind.
Reverence does
What?
ask the lady, "What is this? When does this close?"
Probably at like sunset.
How far from sunset are we?
A couple hours.
That was a Delta question, not the lady question.
That was the answer.
Okay. I couldn't tell.
Regardless of whether it was me or the lady, that was the answer.
Reverence looks at Noah again.
I don't say we're getting in unless.
We could come back at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Or earlier. Early bird gets the worm.
I wake up with the sun, so
Say that's the best bet. At least you were able to get some information, and it will help once we can get into here. But I don't say we're even going to be able to get in tonight. So,
I also have an idea for nightfall, although that means I probably wouldn't be a part of this early bird party.
Reverence whispers, "We can't. That's
Cut
so
out.
illegal."
what'd you
Reverence
say?
whispers, "We can't break in."
Not that one.
Oh, okay. We could, though.
We shouldn't.
We could.
Gives her a look.
Reverence is just standing there with her hands out, like, "What? Come on, we
Oh,
could."
goes, first off, this isn't happening. He waves off to the whole ticket booth and everything in the line. This is not happening right now.
You promised me $200.
He pulls out 2 sacks of 100. He gives it to her.
Hell yeah! You can stand in front of me anytime.
Okay.
We're gonna remember that
I'll keep that
tomorrow.
in mind.
I will be here tomorrow.
It says, "My name is
Shit.
Noah."
Huh?
He holds his hand out and it says, "My name is Noah. Nice to meet you."
She can't shake your hand because she's holding 2 bags of gold.
Ah.
Jesus. Nice to meet you too, Noah McMoneybags. I'm Beatrice.
Beatrice. Nice to meet you. Beatrice.
Beatrice, my new best friend.
Oh, I love her. Okay.
Reverence is gonna just like kind of be like, "Okay, I'm gonna bye."
It's time to head back to the room.
Noah's gonna go back, or no, Reverence is gonna go back to the inn.
I mean,
And she's
yes.
planning a break-in.
No.
Oh, we're planning a break-in. Oh, yeah.
Reverence is.
No.
Reverence is planning a break-in.
Pen is sitting
Both
down
are
in
on
line.
the same page as Reverence.
Noah and Reverence walk away at the same time if they've got their heads together and they're plotting.
No. This isn't what I meant at all.
Why did we just give the lady 200 gold then?
As we
Because
promised.
I did promise her 200 gold.
What is that in platinum like?
20.
20?
20.
20.
20? Oh.
Merit hands Noah 20. It's not quite the same, but it'll.
Really, it was Reverence's fault, but she's not gonna give him 20 platinum.
No.
Yeah, but Noah promised, so Merit concedes to that.
Reverence says, there might be money in there, so.
He goes, "No, man, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
You sure?
Plenty. Don't worry."
So I'm thinking about 3 a.m. is when we should go break in.
Sounds good. That's a couple hours before dawn.
That wasn't my plan, but I won't stop you.
I feel like we could break in.
I don't feel like that would be hard to break into.
I mean, oh sure, we have that power.
Delta, where can I buy a lock picking set?
Not in this town.
Damn it. Nowhere?
So you also have it makes it less fun, but you do have Dimension Door. That would just make it really easy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess.
You also have a
Well,
magic
yeah,
item
fine.
specifically for picking locks.
That
Do you
key's
have the
pissed
magic
at me, though.
Yeah.
Because I owe that key its own necklace, and I haven't delivered yet, so... We're not going to try that.
I think
Jewelry
you
store.
need to be nicer to your magical items.
She only hasn't delivered because she hasn't had a chance.
Here with sentient items and.
We've been traveling
Send it.
for like half a year since then.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh no.
Sorry.
Look at bad.
Oh no.
But at the same time,
Siren, I'm
Welcome back.
sorry.
Treat me
Fire.
kindly.
I'm sorry, Siren.
I'm sorry.
I think you could have had time to get something on the trip over. Like the 2 months.
Could I have... Delta, could I have gotten something?
Yeah, you traveled for 2 months. You just didn't
Okay.
specify it. So
Then yes. I would have gotten the key its own, like, little chain.
Okay.
Oh shit. By the way, I meant to specify this a while back on our trip down here, but you remember that deer?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I wanted to I already did
The
this,
bad one?
but what?
No, just the deer we hunted for food.
We hunted, yeah, for food and
Oh.
stuff.
Oh.
I wanted to
I thought we were talking about the bad one.
Yeah, me too.
and tan the skin and stuff and get leather. Make stuff
That's
out of that.
gonna take time.
That's gonna take a
Yeah.
lot of time, I know.
And a tanning
but
rack.
And like supplies that you don't currently have.
We can sell it and let someone make something out of it.
but I don't imagine we're gonna be here that long.
I mean,
Fuck
you just
no.
sell the raw thing.
Yeah, just get some
Like,
money from
here.
it.
Yeah, like here. Let's go, leather worker.
Fine,
Here you go. Here's some more stuff.
I guess that would be our best option.
Bless
We're
us.
gonna go to the inn and nap till 3 a.m. and then we're gonna go break into this office.
Oh my
Merritt
god.
is
Okay.
not.
Pen is sitting in line
Merritt's
still.
not.
Oh my god.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone leaves but Pen.
As Pin stays, Merritt is. You're gonna try and wait the whole time.
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
You are allowed in front of Beatrice.
Thank you kindly,
Oh.
Beatrice.
I guess you sure of this?
Yeah, sure. Probably better than breaking in. Pen says at a totally normal volume.
God damn it, Pen. I'm.
Probably not wrong. Well, you can always message, of course, if you need any of us.
Have fun.
Stay safe, friend.
As they're walking away, Lilith sees Pen just staying behind, and she looks between Pen and Noah. And looks at Noah, and Noah just kind of nods at her, yeah, you're good. And Lilith goes over and stays with Pen.
Cute.
You have a
Fucking
very
Lilith
big friend.
voice. Dad, can I stay over at my friend's house?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, you can. The other line waiters give you a berth. A girth. A word?
Bird.
A word?
A worm?
Word help?
They give you a worm?
Thanks for the worm. I feed it to Hector.
They give you space.
Yeah.
With
The birth
Lilith.
was the right
Birth
word.
was right.
Birth was the right word, then why did you fucking question me like that?
I just said birth. I said it a minute ago.
You started to rhyme it with things, and I followed along.
No. I said a wide berth, and then someone went, So I was like, it's not birth.
It was birth.
So fuck whoever did that. Anyway.
I think they did it because you didn't say a wide birth. You said birth. They give you a
Anyway!
birth, which is not.
Let's
it.
move on.
Anyway!
We get some space.
Love you.
You get some space, and you wait. Everyone else goes back to the inn. The innkeeper is relieved you have not brought Lilith back.
For now.
Pen, you are there for the next several hours. The line slowly chugs along. Sometimes it moves faster, sometimes it does not. But a little before, the sun is getting low, but it's not sunset yet, you are in the house.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm like, my next is my turn.
The person in front of you, I think, gets their paperwork back, and they sort of head out the other exit, and you're like, am I next? And then you just hear, next!
Okay, Ben's gonna go up to the counter.
You're both too short to see over the counter.
Oh, no. Why is it designed like this?
After a few minutes, you hear some grumbling, and then wood scooting along wood, and then the sound of an old woman climbing onto a stool. And you see just
Paid for.
the top of the rims of her glasses and her hair in a bun, and you see her kind of craning over the counter. Hello?
Hello.
And she's holding a giant sort of horn to her ear to hear you.
Oh my god.
Hello.
Hello, how can I help you?
Yes. There was a ship called the Renegade that came in through here about 4 years ago. Do you know what was on it?
She sort of pauses for a while and looks. I think she scratches her chin and looks at the pile of files behind her. It's in one of these books.
I mean, I can look if you don't want to. I like books.
Do you have any other paperwork to do?
Nope, that's gonna be it for me. Just looking about that ship.
She jumps down off of the stool and sort of waddles over to the edge of the desk, which is a swinging door that goes up and down.
Sure.
But she just walks under it.
Yeah.
Oh god bless.
And she sort of cranes her neck to look around at you. And she has a very small cane, and she's holding the cane in one hand and the horn in the other. And she says, she sort of looks past you real fast at only Beatrice on the other side of the door, and then looks back at you and says, "You can look while I help the last person."
Oh.
Okay, thank you.
Speedrun.
Pen walks under the door.
Yeah. She sort of painstakingly climbs back on the stool and says, "Next!"
Okay, I have a weird question.
Mm-hmm.
So, the spell locate object,
Uh-huh.
which looks like this in case you had forgotten.
Mhm.
Can the object be a piece of paper that has Lark Weaver's name on it?
I'm gonna say that is not familiar to you. The paper could look like anything.
Fine. Okay. I do text my friends really quick and tell them that I'm looking at some books behind the old lady.
Yeah, as you sort of look at these towers of books, all of which are taller than you, they're not poorly taken care of, but they are kind of, they're definitely someone else made these piles, and then because she's short, she keeps making shorter, worse piles.
Are they in any kind of order? Alphabetical, chronological?
They are
God, I
all
hope they're
unlabeled, but you
chronological.
can ask her.
How are these organized? By year? Captain of the ship? Ship name?
She is currently writing down work for Beatrice. But I assume you're shouting this.
Yes, Pen is talking so loud.
Yeah. And she sort of like goes, huh? And then puts her horn to her ear and turns to you. What?
How are the books organized? Are they by year or?
Oh, yes. She goes back to writing.
Is there a year written on the outside or anything?
Of any of the
Of
folders?
any of the
No.
books? If I open the first page, are there like years?
Yeah, if you open one, I think the closest one to you is probably the most recent, and it's like last year.
Okay. Pen's
So
gonna.
the fourth closest one to you.
Pen's gonna try and look back about 5 years. Which they do know what year it is because we just had this discussion with Rizlan like a week ago about what day it was.
He didn't say what year it was.
Delta.
We talked about what year it was before.
That I do feel like we've done.
You have talked about it before. Do you remember?
Pen would.
No.
Uh-huh.
Delta.
Benji pleadingly.
Give me a
Wait, you said no. You just said that the one nearest to us seemed to be most recent. So I'm gonna go 5 years before that. Yes. It seemed to be very recent. Can I look over her shoulder and see the date she's writing in the book right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't file us all the
Fine.
time, Delta.
I just want you guys to remember things.
I do too, but you know,
Sorry, and make sure you write it down.
yeah,
Sometimes we gotta get what leverage we can.
The year is 1509.
All right. So I'm gonna start looking in about 1504.
Okay.
That did sound about right, but Merritt definitely didn't remember it, so that's why I haven't. I'm sorry.
Reverence wouldn't remember.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Bad at year. Anyway.
1504. Okay. You open a book and it has dates listed at 1504. It is an entire year's worth of cataloging ships.
Yeah. How is it cataloged? Or like what? Is there like a big header like the name of the ship or something?
Basically, it's every single day is marked separately, and each day has the name of the ship and then the cargo of the ship.
All right. Pen's just gonna flip through them real fast.
I was gonna say, does it have words, or does it have? Oh, I had it. I lost it.
Does it have motherfucker?
Does it have motherfucker?
Motherfucker. Is that the name of one of the ships? No.
What kind of
It
word
has
the
the cargo. It has the ship name. It has the captain name.
It
I've
doesn't.
lost it. Doesn't? Okay.
They're listed by ship name and cargo.
Pen's gonna flip through it real fast, keeping an eye out for the capital letter R where the ship names would be, and just kind of go.
Okay.
Flip. They only need to
give
get
me
through
a-
like 2 years.
Give me a perception check.
Heck yeah. Hang on 1 second. I have a question for you. What is an ability check? Perception's an ability check, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cast guidance on myself and add a d4 to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on.
So 25.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think it's strange because I don't think Penn is like exceedingly adept at reading.
No, but all they're looking for right now is the letter R, which isn't too hard.
You find several.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple are just like a bunch of bullshit. Like you look at it and you're like, R. Oh no, that's not it.
Mm-hmm.
R. Oh fuck no.
I can't think of why, but I know this specific feeling, like when I'm searching through a blog or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And towards the end of the book, there is a ship called the Renegade, and its cargo listed
Oh,
is
does it have the day?
Yeah, I would like to definitely write down the exact day.
That's what I was trying to remember.
It's
DM is loading.
I'm loading. I'm loading.
You're buffering.
Give me some buffer time. I swear to God.
This is so painfully specific.
Okay. My brain is like, say August, and I'm like, August is not a month, brain. It's just not a month. Stop
Omen.
saying that to me. It's not a month. I think it's like the 42nd of summer.
Okay.
That's not August.
No.
Fall is August.
Yeah, my brain wants to say August because we're in the month of August.
Oh. Okay, 42nd of summer.
Yeah.
Your brain is just like, it's August.
Me, what's the
Hey,
date? My
August.
brain, it's August, you idiot!
Also, 42nd. There's only 30.
Nope, summer is 60.
Yep. Oh no, that's one. I meant that's
Like,
good brain.
for us.
Yeah.
Brain says what?
Yeah.
Not possible.
That's not how
Not
that
plus.
works.
Fuck you for making calendar.
42nd of summer, 1504.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
I'm making a
Sorry,
note.
I wrote
It's okay.
down the name August. But yes, you're correct.
Mm-hmm.
I'm August. That's what my brain wants me to think.
It's fine.
But yes, you have that date. The cargo is like it doesn't seem related at all to none of it's a child, number one.
Yeah, I figured.
It's all very like farming supplies, some lumber.
Is there any other information about that, or is it just the date, the name of the ship, the cargo?
Yes.
That's
So-
it? Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to keep looking through to the end of this book, or as far as I can get while she's still helping the last customer.
Yeah. You can look to the end of it. She's writing slow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm looking for any other instances of the Renegade stopping in here about that time, for just as far forward into the next year as I can get. Or if there's just the one instance.
Yeah, if you're looking into the next year.
Yeah. Just as far as I can get chronologically from there.
Yeah. You can look through the next several years, and I'll tell you there's no other instance
Okay,
of it.
that was the only one. Excuse me, ma'am.
Huh?
Hi. Do you keep any other records of the ships passing through here, or just, like, these books here? Do you have any records of, like, the crew or anything?
No.
Okay. Thank you.
She gives you a smile.
Pen smiles back.
Be kind to workers.
I don't know if I can get anything else, guys. I'm not going to steal the book if I have all the information from it.
I wish you would, though.
I'm not going to.
Just do something fun. Just have fun for once in your life, Pen.
I think I've stolen enough in the last couple days.
Moonwalk
Like
out
what?
of there. That's fine.
Oh, fuck. Fuck you.
Moonwalk. Right.
Like, just fuck you, though.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Is there anything else in this back office other than a pile of books on the ground?
There is a plaque that says Employee of the Month, and every single one is filled out with the same name.
Oh. What's the name?
That looks over at some NPC names.
No, her name is Earl.
Earl.
Oh.
I love her.
Wonderful.
She's the employee of the month.
She's the employee of my lifetime. Thank you, Earl.
She's the employee of my heart.
Yeah. All right. So, and like half listening, if I kind of listen into their conversation, is it just they're writing down what's coming in, or what is?
Yeah, they didn't have a conversation. Beatrice put down a piece of paper. Earl picked it up and started writing it.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's all I can get from here. Thank you, Earl.
Huh?
Thank you. You've been great.
Oh, you too.
Okay. Pen walks out from under the door.
Man, she's deaf. Cut her a break. My bitch can't hear shit.
I mean, mood.
I'm like, me either.
Can any of these bitches hear me?
No.
Pen's going to exit and presumably find Lilith, who presumably didn't come in with me.
No, Lilith wouldn't have fit in.
I just imagine.
Unless she broke the fucking building down, she would not have fit in.
Yeah.
She was a good girl and sat outside.
She did such a good job. I'm so
I
proud of
imagine
her.
She was just pouting outside, just. Yeah, come back.
I'm going to
You're so small. Come back.
pet Lilith and then
Oh, she's
ride
so
her back to the hotel.
Hell yeah.
A fantasy holiday inn.
This train hasn't stopped honking this whole time, huh?
Only just now started hearing it.
No, but he was
That's
honking for like a solid 5 minutes.
Damn. I just
He's
heard his
not-
brakes.
He's having a good time.
Pardon.
As you hop up on Lilith and get ready to head out, the sun is setting now. Beatrice walks out of the exit looking pleased, and you watch as the little old lady slowly walks over to the doors and just puts like a chain up that
Uh-huh.
says "Do not come in." It's like a foot high.
Oh my
God, would you have had harder break-ins, huh?
We've
is
broken
not a
into
thing.
palaces. We've broken into multiple palaces. This will be so fucking easy.
This is like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah, but we've already got all of the
We've already got all the
information.
information, but we don't know that.
Not yet.
Not yet. Unless Penn comes and saves us before the heist.
Penn's gonna get back before 3 a.m. Don't worry.
What if we just decided to go early? No.
Penn did already say that they texted you. That they were looking at the info.
Why do you hate fun?
I'm sorry.
They
No,
hate
you're
crime.
not.
It's a different thing.
Yeah, crime is fun.
No.
That's subjective.
Crime
Yeah.
is so fun.
No.
For you, in reference, crime is just the best.
You like crime too, Chance.
Occasionally, I dabble.
I dabble in crime from time to time.
Yeah, I dabble.
Chance introduced me to crime.
I introduced you to.
Okay, guys, hang on.
Hold
Hold on. Trying to make my life difficult.
The government doesn't watch our fucking Dungeons and Dragons episodes.
They might.
If they do,
Who's
they're
to
watching
say
it as we
Benji
record
wouldn't
it.
turn you in if you were?
Honestly, with the track record that Benji showed me, I wouldn't doubt it.
Ooh, that's rough.
Ouch.
Benji made this bed, and now they have to lie in it.
They opened this can of worms. Now they have to lie.
You dug this grave, now lie in it.
Anyway, Penn starts heading back to your inn. Lilith is still not allowed to sleep there, so I don't know what you guys want to do about that when that happens. But anyway, you all have been up in your rooms, assumedly plotting. I don't. Would you have looked at your phones?
I mean, if it goes off, then yeah.
Plotting the, as we were about town, I remember you mentioned taverns and things.
Yeah.
Okay. Still going with plan one.
Yeah. You got a text that's from Penn saying that they're looking through the records.
Reverend says, "Oh, come on." Second text message.
Well.
Heist! All caps. All caps. 4 exclamation points. 6 exclamation points. And then a sad face.
But what are you doing after that? There's like another, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes before Penn is going to come back.
All goes well. I guess the heist is off.
Ugh. I guess.
I mean, you can still break in if you want. I'm not stopping you.
Wonder what they find there then. If there's anything to be found in the records.
Well, I mean, we can see what Penn has come up with, and if there's anything else we want to figure out, then, you know,
Heist?
heist.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
It's... There's some sort of noise somewhere that
It was the train.
sounded... Okay.
No.
I think it was my mic stand.
Oh.
It was
Oh.
Chance's train.
It was my-
Reverence says, "Ugh, at least one of you motherfuckers knows how to have fun."
So then, Noah pulls out his cards. Gambling?
Yes!
I did have the thought, considering how many taverns are about, there could be a better chance of...
Drinking?
Drinking?
There's just a
Noah and
better
Reverence
chance to get
side by side. Drinking?
Drinking?
information.
Gambling? Misbehavior? Yes.
We can still be a little wily while we're here. But there may be easier ways to get even more information than what we have. Once liquor loosens lips and that kind of thing.
I'm in. Reverence gets up, Reverence is walking out the door.
Because presumably, what this lark had done is going to be in some sort of. There has
We're,
to be some sort of criminal element hiding about here. They must know something. Someone must know something.
Were Vivian and Thalia and Adelaide in the room while we were plotting?
Assumedly.
Aw, damn. I was gonna pop my head in their door and be like, "We're gonna go get drunk."
Mm-hmm.
You could still just be like, we're gonna go get drunk.
Yes, she does. She is. She does say that.
Just announce it over towards there.
Points
There.
at Reverence and goes, I think we're gonna get drunk.
Stop you two, but I might go and off and do my own thing.
Thalia says, I'm not drinking. Vivian is 12.
Can 12-year-olds not drink?
No.
Anyway, she's not drinking. Adelaide drinks blood.
We could probably scrounge some of that up.
Thalia looks at Adelaide like, are you gonna do it? And Adelaide is like, I'm good.
When was the last time you ate? Aren't you hungry?
I'm good.
I'm worried about you, Adelaide.
They make a sort of forced straight face.
Reverence is squinting. Does it have to be people blood?
I'd rather not have this conversation here.
Would you like to step outside?
That would be worse.
I think they
What if we
don't
whisper?
want to have the conversation, period.
I just want to know if I can bring them like a snake and they can eat it like a Go-Gurt.
Go-Gurt starts this?
I know that, but it was a funny callback, okay?
Eat it like a snake.
Like, eat the snake like a snake.
Adelaide says, no, I'm good.
Okay. Reverence is trying to figure out how she's going to bring a live human person home for Adelaide to eat.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
Human person.
There are ways to do that.
I mean, yeah, I know. But Reverend is like, what if Adelaide just turns them away? That would be awkward. It's like, if Adelaide doesn't want to eat them, there's no reason for them to be here. I'm not going to have sex with them.
Oh, I just remembered something that Reverence might remember.
I'm not going to
remember, but-
absorb their sex powers.
Oh, I can't say it. Right,
Yeah, you
that's an
can.
idea. No.
KR can say it.
Someone, and I was thinking it was Reverence. No, I'm pretty sure it was Reverence. Yeah. Someone noticed some sort of scarring on Thalia's neck.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it
Was
was
it
Reverence.
Reverence? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Let me write that down.
Oh.
It was because you
No.
used the wand.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because we were testing if you saw beyond Merit's illusion, using that wand.
I'm drawing an eyes emoji in my notebook.
Some
That's
tea
not
right
gonna
there.
be useful later.
It is. I'm going to understand.
You will forget again.
I won't.
Also,
What
before
was-
we get like fucked up and shit, I need to use the restroom and get some water.
Go for it. All right.
I need to sneeze.
So what are we doing? What's up?
Not a heist, I
God.
guess.
What were we doing?
Well, Not
Everyone
right.
was like, let's get drunk, except for Reverence, who was like, I'm gonna kidnap a person for Adelaide to eat.
She's thinking about it.
Merritt's on an intelligence mission.
Alright.
I mean, like, was it? He'll drink slightly, but not like. He is not getting any sort of super buzz. It is for not the effect, the image.
The image.
Merritt also like. He was gonna wait until it's a little later, but not too much later. Like sun going down, or has been down for a little bit, kind of. Also wait for Pin. Pin hasn't shown up yet, but
Oh, you guys aren't gonna leave without me.
I mean, Merritt's not.
You're so sweet.
You have valuable. You are valuable.
Uh-huh.
My brain could not find it. Okay.
So yeah, is just Merritt waiting?
I'll wait for Pen.
Oh, guys. I
Ben's a
thought
Yeah.
for sure you were gonna wander right off as soon as I said I wasn't gonna let you guys rob the place.
Oh, we're not allowed to rob. Let's scatter in all directions very quickly.
That's what it sounded like they were doing.
Yeah, you all wait for Pen, and it takes, like I said, probably like half an hour after all of this talking and such. For Pen, you show up at the inn. Peaches isn't in here, right? I just hear a meow in my room.
Hmm.
I don't think so. My door's closed, so she better not be.
No. Yeah. Anyway.
I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes. Okay. It's back. Sorry. Pen, you ride up on Lilith.
Heck yeah.
The innkeeper is going to stop you from taking Lilith upstairs to the rooms.
Pen frowns and tells her to wait on the lower level. Doesn't take her out of the bar though, if they've gotten this far.
Oh yeah, the innkeeper is super unhappy about this.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Lilith,
Right.
be a good girl. Be back in a minute. Pen
She
goes
sits.
up.
She sits. I love her so much. God, she's gonna get bigger. Anyway.
Yeah. Pen goes upstairs. You're all assumedly waiting in the same room.
Yeah.
Oh, hey
Reverence is
guys.
Still like offering to kidnap a person for Adelaide.
Adelaide
She's been
is
at it for
frowning
like
deeply.
45 minutes.
No, like she doesn't do it for 45 minutes, but then after a while she's just like, "Are you sure you don't need me to kidnap somebody? Because I will."
I'm fine.
In the time Merritt's gotten like oh
Merritt's gotten meow.
no, the cat is more important. Okay, Merritt's become more like what is it? More casual, even though he's gonna mask him when he faces it up at one point. But he's taken off the archery bracers and the hat. So
Yeah.
it's like full puffy sleeve and then ginger.
Yeah, I'd say your hair is definitely starting to brown at this point.
Whenever Merritt sees that in a mirror, he frowns but doesn't say anything. Let me see. I don't have it listed of what all's in his bag. No, wait, I do. he doesn't take his bag with him. He does have like a quiver though, and he keeps that in the hours of travel that he has remaining with him.
So you're completely casual, but you do have a quiver full of arrows.
And no bow.
I mean, it's always with him.
Yeah, but I mean, like, outwardly. You're gonna walk around full casualty. No archery braces. But quiver.
I mean, he has always walked that way with archery bracers and quiver and no bow. The intention is for him to be able to be in combat just fine, but he can mask many faces that away. Like, the quiver doesn't have to be there. It will be, but it won't.
Okay.
But yeah, the reason the other things were taken off is because like it's a little much. He can disguise better and seem legitimate if bumped into more this way. There's method to my madness and merits. Anyway, it's still weird to see him just like have fun done. He's sort of an idiot, you see.
Yeah.
Penn's gonna give everybody the information that they saw in the book. Which is 42nd of summer, 1504. The renegades stopped in. They were carrying various farming supplies and lumber. Didn't mention anything else. And the paperwork place didn't seem to have any information other than that. But we have a date that they stopped in, and it was the only one within like 2 years that boat stopped in.
Guess we certainly have our boat then. Probably. Could they have checked in under different names sometimes? That'd be hard to find out though.
Just under a different boat. But
True. This captain could have taken several different ones. And it's also a matter of whether this is a career criminal sort of captain or not, I guess. Possible he was... What's the word I'm looking for? An unwilling helper, though I doubt it.
Oh,
Always find out.
Reverence.
Yes.
You wanted to break in, right?
Yes.
I just realized another piece of information we could look for. Number one, it would be very easy to break in there. But number
Reverence
two,
lights up.
I didn't think to look in the more recent logs to see if the ship's back in town now or has been in the last year or so. That might be another thing to look for.
I'm gonna go break in.
time to break in.
Reverence is standing up. Reverence is getting her bag.
We're just sizing.
So
Wow.
Noah brings out his journal and goes, so what were the dates on there again?
42nd of summer, 1504.
It's that down. Also the renegade.
So that was... Okay, where's the calendar? Here's the calendar. We said it's fall right now?
Yeah, it's late fall.
Judging by merit, yeah. I was about to say it's later. Just stare at merit and go, yeah, it's late fall.
He's a claw.
So that was 5 years and 90-ish days ago. Just for your information.
He writes that down also. Kind of nods his head.
And you do math
Also,
so fast.
Yeah.
I feel like he would have had the information of when his son was taken?
I think he would
I
have
don't-
jotted this day down. Sorry.
I feel like that would be information he would have wrote down, but I don't know. Delta, what?
You
What'd
didn't
you
give me
say?
dates because
Yeah.
that's not how it works. I'd say you. He was definitely taken that year. It was probably
Not like
earlier.
and I know not like the dates and shit like that, but like maybe whether it
one of
was
them-
summer or fall or some shit like that.
Yeah,
like the month.
It was
Winter.
probably probably like really early summer.
So it was a
I'm
fast
not-
move.
Not too far from when this happened.
Yeah.
Okay. He also relays that information to whoever's still around.
Hmm.
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 We all become the villagers.
Huh.
Where? Where were you when he was taken? If they traveled to here in like 40-ish days. Just...
Me, Chance doesn't have that information. Know what? I don't know.
I mean, Noah was
He
from like
had a
north.
house somewhere.
Yeah.
I can't
Yeah,
remember
so
if
it was
I
somewhere in the
named
north.
it. So I'm sure it was somewhere in the north,
Of this continent?
somewhere colder. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
So not too far then. Because we're towards the north.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm pointing that out because I remember Mara and Noah having that discussion or a similar discussion about like, oh yeah, we're both from further up north on this continent, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There wasn't any specific more than that I can recall, but so like we're not super far away from wherever that was.
Hmm.
Probably, unless it's in the center, which is possible, but you know, north.
So yeah, I guess we're picking up the tracks at the very start.
Reverence is very impatiently like, can we break in now?
Oh my god, okay.
I'm not doing that. Although, reverence, your god is one of gamblers and sorts.
Yes.
Not always savory sorts.
Rude, but yes.
Well, I'm
I'm
inquiring
incredibly
'cause
savory. Continue.
You are.
I'm delicious as fuck. Thank you very much.
And Mary's just like, yes, confirmed. I know this
God
about
is
you, and I love
sauteing
it.
me on medium high heat. I am becoming delicious. Thank you.
But Mary,
I think most of you know that post.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I don't
Oh.
think Chance does, but you know.
Well, chance never.
That's- Yeah, I never know.
Mary
It's just
goes,
funny.
is there literally anything else you can tell me about how crime works? Like crime undergrounds? Like
How does crime work?
Reverence's eyebrows area
they
is
work?
in her
Oh, it
hairline.
goes. Look, usually there's not some sort of central hub of an underground society. Like, no, basically
tell you how crime
everyone.
I
Like-
know how a crime works. I mean,
The people that do the crime are usually like
Do the time.
crime. You do the time. No, but I mean, yes, sometimes.
I'm sorry.
Merit, darling.
I want to know what to be able
Dearest.
to look out for beyond what I do know. You've been on this plane longer than I have. Everything I know is next to nothing here.
I just am unclear on what you're asking me to tell you.
Are you looking where to find crime? How to do crime? What is crime?
Why is crime? You're gonna have to elaborate a little bit, my dear.
I know, and I'm trying to find the words, and they're not there.
Oh, crime is
Basically-
anything against the law.
People do crime because it's fun and rewarding. So that answers the what and the why.
But they have to function on some sort of under network, otherwise there's no point to stealing and thieving and so
No.
on.
Like some do, like high level crime, I'm sure, yeah. But like,
Petty
Just-
theft lacks an underground.
yeah.
With so many
Sometimes people
going
just
through,
do
I
what the
would
fuck
think
they
there's
want.
more.
Traffic, it depends on how much trafficking there is in this port.
Yeah.
If
Well, we already have proof of at least one thing.
yes, but an isolated instance does not an underground crime ring make. That made sense, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and it was beautiful.
Thank you. I tried really hard. It took all of my person to not fuck up saying that.
No, it was really good.
It took a lot out of me. So yeah, she said that.
Merritt sort of considers and goes, "Hmm. I'll still try my best to look around, but we'll see how far I get."
The best advice I can give you is look. People who are doing that sort of crime are not going to be easy to spot. Because generally, they know what they're doing. You don't get involved in trafficking without having done a bit of petty theft first.
I think we've all
However-
collectively done that at some point. Anyway,
Have you?
He's
'Cause
saying
you're-
everyone's on the route to fucking human trafficking?
no, Merritt is thinking about how much crime they've done that Merritt has not been happy with, but has happened anyway.
Yes, whatever. I'm not dealing in human lives.
No, that's not the intent. But
If you're okay, go to the seedier taverns, the ones that look a little bit gross. Look for the dark corners, the secretive faces, the whispers, the underhand dealings. You just have to see it, and they make it hard for you to see.
that I'm fairly not unfamiliar with. Fair enough.
The point is to not get caught. Also, my god is not the god of crime.
I know, but
Just making sure you're aware.
Is there a god of
I'm
crime?
aware. Oh,
Can I?
there's no
Is
god
there a
for
god of
everything,
crime?
isn't there?
Do I know of a god of crime?
You want to make a religion check?
Yeah, I already have it open.
Those are two.
You don't know if there's a god of crime.
I don't know.
Hmm.
But I don't follow it if there is. I do follow gambling's in there. It's mostly bad luck and also a bit of madness.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that riveting and absurd lesson beyond. I'm gonna go now.
Farewell. Don't get trafficked.
I will try very desperately not to. Before Merritt leaves the room, he shifts into something similar to the sailor he had before, but different than that. Just like again, further off to the side.
Everyone be quiet. I'm shifting into sailor.
Darker hair, even more freckles. Similar vest, but not as Merit. Same billowy shirt because it crosses streams with sailors. Just more sea and sun worn, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And no quiver.
All right.
Yeah. Not bad looking, but scrappy, that kind of thing. And off he goes.
God forbid he turn into someone ugly.
Well, he could, but the thing is, he's definitely going to play up the charm, so he needs some of that.
Merritt needs to be hot at all times.
Merritt cannot stand to not be hot.
Merritt's ugly, he'll die.
He might. Anyway.
All right. Hell yeah. The rest of you, what are you doing?
I'm going to break into this fucking place.
Yeah, we breaking in. I don't know about that.
Yeah, okay.
Step over the chain.
Yeah, I'll break in, I guess.
We breaking into this bitch.
Hell yeah. Okay. So all four of you step out into the night because Adelaide, Dahlia, and Vivian are staying home. Samuel has been, collecting his shit, getting ready to leave. As you all plan, he's in front of him.
It's crime night.
It's crime night.
Here. There may not be committing a crime, but he's definitely looking for it.
I love crime.
So all of you but Merritt are heading out to the docks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, there were taverns on the dock side, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Okay. Merritt may take a different route, but he ends up around there as well because he's wanting to talk to plenty of sailors and plenty of seedy sort and plenty of seedy sailors. Anyway.
All right. Merritt, give me a perception roll.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not super late yet. I'd say it's probably like 8-ish, like an hour after the sun has set at this point.
Merritt doesn't know when sailors sleep, so he's content to wait if he has to.
All night?
Not all night, but like he's waiting to see which ones he wants to see which ones get more drunk and more pliable to talk to. And just like keeps an eye out for any slightly shadowy sorts. I'll think about that, but he does.
Yeah, okay. You go into one of the taverns near the docks. I think some of them are already closed because this is a tiny ass town.
Yeah.
Everybody
well,
goes to sleep at 9 o'clock.
All the stores shut at 5. But you go into one of the taverns. None of them seem particularly lively. There's like a couple of people drinking in several, which are the ones you look into. I think you go into the liveliest one you find.
Mm-hmm.
And there's probably about 6 people in here. And one,
Lively.
yeah,
Just that's very funny. Anyway,
there's like 6 patrons in here, and one kind of scraggly looking lute player.
okay. God, words hard. Any of them look particularly drunk already?
Make an insight check.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay.
It's hard to tell. They are sailors, and none of them are like falling off their stools or anything, or like being exceedingly loud. You know, they're all like kind of talking amongst themselves, but none of them are like shit-faced.
Lame.
There's like a what's it? Bar table or
Yeah.
bar. Yeah,
A
there's
bar?
There's a bar.
Hmm.
I sure did work 9 hours. Okay.
Yeah, we can stop
No.
soon because it's
Well, soonish, but we can get through this. I had that moment of like, I can see where my brain is floating away.
Mhm.
I'm not feeling that tired. It's just, where I keep placing motherfucker in spots of words I can't remember. But yeah, Merritt sits at the bar and does order. Like he sits next to someone, just goes, "I'll have whatever they're having," and just like sort of like sits in the atmosphere, but like doesn't talk a whole lot. Just listens for a moment.
Yeah. I think when you enter the bar, it's noticed, given how few people are here and how few people are out and about right now. Which, by the way, like the streets are relatively empty. There's probably a couple people walking around still, but not a lot. There's not guards either. It's night in a small town.
Yeah.
Well, they have no idea they're about to get fucking crimed up.
But yeah, you sit down, and I think when you say I'll have whatever they're having, the bartender kind of gives you a look like, where do you think you are? But pours you just like a regular beer.
Yeah, when they give that like Marsh just like shrugs like whatever. Just that kind of like I don't care, I'm here. It's like I can blend in, but just sits and drinks for a little bit, but listens.
Yeah. There's definitely a gap in the conversation when you come in. But it eventually kind of settles back in. The lute player's awful. Oh, he's bad. He's like really bad. His
Merritt
lute
misses
is
the summer court, but that's
his
what they
lute.
do.
His lute is also completely out of tune.
Oh.
But he's strumming. God, he's trying.
A for effort, my man.
He's trying, and it's what's setting the tone.
We're all doing our best. It's just not very good out here.
I don't think the sailor next to you speaks, but I think there's a couple people from the town and a couple people from the sea in here.
Sorry, it's just really funny.
And I think you overhear some conversation about nothing super exciting, like people talking about the farming season, which is coming to an end now. People talking about how there's not as many jobs anymore. especially with winter coming in. Like, no one needs work done soon.
It's among both the farmers and sailors. Merritt here's the bit of about work and goes, yeah, especially with shipments to U.S. and so on being worse too. Do I know what the hell's going on out there?
Make a charisma check.
Just charisma?
Yeah.
No advantage for being another face? I
No.
assume not, but okay.
You get kicked out of the bar.
Are you still there? I can't hear you.
Yeah, I took off my headset for a little bit because I flashed back to rolling a nat 1 to commune with Kalan. I'm just like, my boy, how do you keep doing this? Why do you do this to us?
Yeah. I think you say that, and the patron who was talking sort of gives you a look and says, this is a private conversation.
Not Merritt frowns.
This is an AB conversation. See yourself out of it.
Sort of like sprawls onto the or sprawls out on the bar, but just sort of like I do it visually, but I can't do the thing. You know when you lay your elbows up on a desk or something, and just sort of lay down. Yeah, Merritt does that. Just like fine. Sits with his drink
Yeah, okay.
for a moment. For a little bit. Like oh. Is there anyone like off looking in the tavern? It was just like the 6 people, which isn't a whole lot, but
Make an
is there
insight
anything
check.
I was gonna say, is there anything matching what Reverence told him?
Anyone look particularly like a crime boy?
Anyone sitting in a seedy corner?
Any dark corners? Any underhand passes?
Insight.
Inside. Please. Oh my god.
Not your night, my boy.
It was.
You kind of try and take a look around while you're sort of pouting. And you're like, okay, people who look suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
No, suspicious.
Anyway.
You're just like repeating it in your head, like suspicious people, dark corners, underhand passes, football. And the lute player kind of finishes his little lute playing and then like looks around suspiciously and then heads into a back room.
It's suspicious how bad that loop player was. Come on, man. You thought he was suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Merritt downs the beer and gives that as breathing room before he goes and follows.
Okay. You follow the loot player into the back. It is a dark corner.
Loot player's getting his dick sucked.
Loot player's got his dick out? No. No.
I'm also going to laugh if somewhere in this it leads to Merritt getting arrested and none of you get arrested.
I did think you were gonna say Merritt getting his dick sucked
Yeah, same.
by the loot player, incidentally.
No, but the night is young. We'll find out. Anyway, not with that. That one turker is mine in this tavern, but that's fine.
The loot player has sort of gone around into the back room, into the darker corner, and you kind of catch him opening a door and very quickly going through it to the outside.
Do I know where this is in the tavern, or like where this exit outs? Words.
It's the rear of the building.
In general. Okay.
The entrance is on the docks.
Okay. There. Counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opens the door.
Okay.
Goes through. And he sort of like, as it becomes visible, puts like a slight stumbling in his step, as if he's drunker than he is. This will work. No.
I just really like how you didn't pay the bartender.
Mayor probably left like a coin. Or will leave a coin. Double the coin. Anyway.
And you walk outside in time to see the loot player sort of, the white people jog to cross the street.
Yeah.
The one I do every day of my life. Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of just like, he does that down the street and then turns another corner.
How do you jog down the street?
It's either full force or I'm walking.
Shit.
Try and hit me.
Shit, dog.
Merritt goes, but he like stops at the corner and peers. Stealth now.
You want to stealth?
I mean, once Merritt gets to the to the side, he's like he's trying to be subtle and see where this guy's going, that kind of thing. So
Give me a stealth check.
Just being a sneaky snake.
stealth.
Hey.
Yeah. You just like press yourself up against the side of this building and look around the corner. You watch the loot player sort of half-heartedly jog down the street. He's holding his loot, like it doesn't have a strap. He's just kind of holding it very awkwardly as he runs.
Twang. Anyway.
Yeah, he's not like quiet, but he does like he stops at another corner and kind of like quickly looks around, and you duck back behind around the building and then wait a couple seconds and look back, and he's sort of relaxed again and turns that corner.
Merritt goes and continues. Suit.
Okay.
You're a little more stealthy now.
You follow this loot player to the sort of the outskirts of the town towards, you can see the like short stone wall that surrounds the town. And he sort of, you watch from a distance as he walks up to the wall and like looks around again real fast. before he like kneels down and he starts digging a hole.
Boy, the fuck?
Is it like just like a hole with like his bare hands? Like it's gonna be a smaller.
Is he gonna
I
poop?
hope it's be smaller.
It's he's digging it with his bare hands, but it doesn't seem to be a small hole. He's going for it.
What the fuck is this dude doing?
Uh, quick glance around. There's pretty much no one else.
Yeah, like at this point I think it's been some time, it's even later. There's not really anyone else out. I think you probably see like you've seen like one person as you've been sneaking around, and it's like an old man smoking a pipe.
Just getting high in the alley. Okay. It's in the distance. There's not a whole lot of like hiding per se, going any closer to this guy. Although he's digging. I don't know if he's paying attention.
Yeah, he's not necessarily out in the open. I think there's probably like a tree or two next to him within the like city lines. But like he's not next to a building, so you can still see him from like a distance.
Mhm. How much do I care about this? Yeah, you know what? I'd still use this up. I'll go ahead and it's curiosity now. I'll go ahead and use invisibility and quietly go up towards him. Just not even worrying about anything else.
Give me another stealth check.
Okay. Here, let me take that down with advantage because I can't be seen. Yes?
No.
No? Okay.
Nah, fuck you.
And of course, as soon as I ask.
Yeah, you get up next to him and he does not notice you.
Fantastic.
I think at one point you kind of like kick a rock and it bounces and he like suddenly jumps and looks around before going back to digging with his bare hands.
Yeah, it just sort of goes and got this that's an hour, doesn't it? Let me make sure. Here, I'll pop this out so we all know for good measure. Cast at it does not matter. Cast at yes. Yeah. Mirror just keeps it up and what was it? He was next to the wall?
Yeah. He's like here.
Okay. Yeah. Mirror like quietly, quotation marks, just sort of like sits on a spot near it and like waits for a little bit like, what are you doing? Doesn't say anything. Hopefully doesn't kick anything again, but just, you know, invisible and relaxes.
This dude isn't like super old. He's kind of like early 20s looking human.
Yeah.
But he is digging like his life depends on it. And he's made
Loot thrown to the side.
yeah, it's set to the side. I'd say he makes a hole that's like 3 feet wide.
Okay.
And I think by the end of the hour, he's still not done digging.
Is there a point where his like back is churned from the wall?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to decide whether or not Merritt would even do this when his back is turned before the hour is up, just because, like, impatience. But either way, Merritt, like, when the opportunity comes, Merritt, like, drops it and then goes, "What are you doing?"
He's holding the loon like a baby.
Merritt, like, jumps a little bit, but otherwise does not.
Yeah, he screams like bloody murder. I think he's probably, after a few moments, after he screams, he just like sits and stares at you for a few moments.
Merritt
And I
just
think
stares
probably
back.
a light turns on in one of the houses. And then like someone sticks their head out the window and just goes, "Go to sleep!" And then the light turns back off. And it's just you and this kid.
Yeah, with just that like brief bit of like a staring contest after that, after the person yelling at us, Merritt goes, "There's no need to be so loud over a simple question."
What? Where did you come from?
Around town.
How did you find me? Who are you? Who are you?
Who sent you?
Right. So it goes. You can call me Morgan. What are you digging? What's the point?
What's it to you?
A curiosity I want answered.
Well, consider it a curiosity unanswered. He slowly starts digging again without breaking eye contact.
Did you murder someone?
What? Why would I have murdered someone? And why would I dig a hole with my hands?
Why would you
Couldn't find a shovel.
God,
Perhaps couldn't afford one.
Oh.
he
Merritt
stops
with his
digging again and
AirPods in.
fucking frowns at you. And he says, "Do you see a body?"
No, but you could have stashed it somewhere.
And where exactly would I have done that, Mr. Know-It-All?
Oh, I don't know at all. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been asking you this question.
But you want to know it all.
Doesn't everyone? Well, willing to bet you know the city better than I do. You probably stored it somewhere, if there is a place to be stored. Suppose if you killed someone, if you could just float it out on a raft somewhere. Anyway.
Are you sure you haven't killed someone? It sounds like you know how to get rid of a body, and I don't really like that.
That's an awful lot of assumption from you.
It's an awful lot of assumption from you, saying I'm gonna put a body in the river. Who says that?
A very curious sort with a lot of questions and insight.
A lot of questionable friends.
Look, can't a man just dig a hole?
Okay. Yox cat.
Oh.
Yox cat honeydew.
He wants to find some iron.
Can a man just dig a hole?
Just digging hole. Okay. Oh god, I have to reel it back in. Where's Merritt?
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin everything.
Like Merritt's considering this thing is there's usually purpose behind things. Surely someone's gonna be wondering about why there's a hole here. Unless you're going to put all the dirt back. Not a very fun night.
Maybe not to you.
It, like, makes a face and goes, is there a string of holes out here I just have not seen yet?
Perhaps.
Like, gives him a look and like, is there any sort of like a bag or a pouch on this guy?
No.
Like, where he'd be hiding something? It's just
He's literally just wearing clothes and carrying a loot.
Wait, so like, makes the face and goes, you could be burying the loot.
Because you're so fucking bad at it.
I mean, Merritt's thinking about that. Burying yourself would be a very interesting churn.
He's some kind of what do they call it? Creature.
Aren't we all creatures?
You seem like a particular type of creature, though.
What particular sort?
He stops digging and like touches his face thoughtfully and does get dirt all over his face. You know, my mom she warned me about creatures like you. You seem too curious. Some sort of not your everyday creature.
Oh, this man's dumb as hell.
Merritt just sort of like looks for a moment and goes, I suppose I wouldn't be. I'm not from this city. I wouldn't be an everyday creature of this city.
No, I meant more of what's the plains, the plain type. You're not from this plane.
Oh, Jeremy's dumb as hell, and now I dream of kissing him under the moonlight.
That's what the Spanish word for tortillo is.
That's what this guy's doing.
Or I'm just a average sort of person wondering why the fuck you're just digging.
No
Not
average
even a
people
few.
worries about this. I don't see anyone else
I
out
think
here
they
worrying about it.
It's because everyone goes to bed with the sun, which is, by the way, not the finest way to live.
Exactly. Point number 2. You didn't go to bed with the sun.
I'm a traveler. We keep weird hours.
A traveler of plains.
The
Thank you
land.
very much. I understand now. Have a good day, stranger. He starts getting up. You're a big weirdo, and I'm really nervous around you.
Merritt is like, you're just wrong. I was like, why? Why dig a hole?
Why not dig a hole? You ever dug a hole with your bare hands?
I have, actually, and it's not a whole lot of fun.
A whole lot of fun.
That's where you're
Almost
wrong.
intentional. You're just disturbing the land around it.
No. I'm digging a hole.
It's...
Come here and put your hands in this hole.
I don't think I will.
No, you're the one who wants to question 5,000 questions about why would you dig a hole? Man won't even put his own hands in a hole. What?
This guy is talking to the wrong guy.
Oh,
You want me to stick your hands in a hole? What kind of what? Oh, Jeremy.
Okay, yeah, no, Merritt will go there. Merritt makes a face and goes, you're talking to the wrong sort.
Merritt's Prius-y.
Too good for dirt, huh?
outside what the creature would say.
Was he still in the hole, but just like stood up?
Yeah, he's like stood up and is just kind of covered in dirt, and he's got like his hands on his hips.
Where it, like gets up instead, like sits there like on the edge of the hole, sort of like how he was sitting on the low wall.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. No, he takes up some of the dirt and then like throws it out and goes, "Yeah, riveting."
Make
Is there,
a
like,
perception check.
I was gonna say, is there yeah, is there grass around this spot? Let me see, perception check.
Not really. This is
It's all like tilled earth, regardless.
it's not farm.
Or
It's more like paths. So this
Yes.
is well worn. It's not really grassy within the city.
Okay.
This dirt is exceptionally soft.
Okay. Fair enough.
Exceptionally.
That word's got like
There,
5
nature
syllables in
kid.
it.
Brightwood can appreciate this, but will not give this man the satisfaction.
He gets down in the hole and grabs your hands and is like, "No, look, you're not appreciating the dirt enough." And he makes your hands scoop up a bunch of dirt.
This is a strangely intimate moment.
Oh yeah, he's holding your hands.
Time to fall in love with Jeremy the idiot.
Jeremy the Dirt Man.
Soon you too will dream of kissing him under the moonlight.
Does it? Because okay, it's soft. What?
Dirt around here is just not like other places.
This dirt just hits different.
Like us before. And you were so worried because
You went around spooking me and then asking a million questions. Of course I'm gonna be worried. Look at you.
you were worried before that.
I'm always worried.
Oh, this man's got anxiety.
And so you dig holes in the earth.
I mean, that's not related to the worry.
Why do this?
Why you go around following a man who's digging holes in the earth? Don't you have anything better to do?
Yeah, I was looking for a better lead than this.
Lead.
Hi, I'm an adventurer. I'm looking for some rather seedy sorts that royally fucked over a friend's family.
Why didn't you start with that?
Because I was really hoping you were burying something more interesting than your hands in dirt. And then pretending you weren't.
He sticks his dirty hand out to you and says, "My name's Luke."
Oh, it's not
Jeremy. How could you do this?
You're like, shakes his hand and goes, you can still call me Morgan.
All right, Morgan. I don't know much about the seedy parts of this city. Tend to stay away from them.
Fair enough.
You should perhaps look at the southern docks, though.
The southern docks.
Maybe leave a man in his hole. To a man in his hole.
Is there anything else I should be looking for while in the southern part?
Watch out for peeping toms.
Such as yourself.
Hold on. I would just like to make. This is a roll for myself. Merrick does not know what that means exactly, but he vaguely gets an idea. I was like, is Merrick familiar with this term?
I think he
Answer,
winks
no.
at you after he says that.
We're like, tilts his head and goes, I'm not sure how much of a problem I've had with that before, but okay.
Luke thinks you're sexy.
Merrick knows he is. Anyway.
My tractor sexy. Sorry, it's like I'm losing it.
No, it's funny.
I've been
but also
interrupting
calm.
so much because I'm having like focus hell, and I just want to apologize for my behavior.
It's fine. Fine, fair enough. This is going to be something of a long shot. Have you ever heard of a man named Thalgorn?
Should I have?
Perhaps not, but it was worth asking. Or a ship called, well, maybe not the ship. A man called Lark Weaver, actually, as well.
Bunch of fancy names you're throwing around.
It's a lot of fancy names I'm looking for.
Don't know any folk with fancy names like that.
Okay. On a whim, can I just insight check?
Yes.
Sure.
I've been waiting for you to do so for like an hour.
I believes words too much.
He's a weirdo. He's definitely a weirdo. But he's holding something back. You don't know what.
It sort of like tilts his head and goes, you sure? You don't know anything at all?
Sure your name's Morgan?
Tell me what you're hiding. I'll tell you something about my name.
Why would I treasure something about a name?
They hold quite a bit of power.
Is that why you go throwing them around?
Some of them.
I don't know nothing about these people you're talking about.
Can I further insight that?
Yes.
Okay. Better.
He doesn't.
I want to know why this motherfucker is digging this hole.
I want to know so bad.
I want to know
KR.
so bad. I'm dying here.
You're like, squints further and goes, yeah, I'll believe that. I still think you're digging with purpose.
Aren't we all?
Not wrong. How much further do you have to go on this?
On what?
I imagine there's only so much earth you can dig up.
Earth's pretty big.
I imagine the farmers over in the distance will get pretty angry if you go that far.
I won't run out of space.
Space for what? You gonna sleep in this hole, Luke?
You know, where he like considers for a moment. Goes, You know, instead of having a body, you could just. This is where you're going to sleep?
No.
Hmm. This is where you're putting something to rest?
What do you mean by that?
Is this where you're laying your hopes and dreams?
This could be anything. This could be a. Could bury anything here. I rest anything. Again, I hold. You could put the lute to rest and take up. Oh, I don't know, the flute? Maybe that's
What do
your-
you got against my loot?
It's horribly out of tune.
That's not my fault. I don't think it means that it should die either.
Am I wrong in thinking an instrument being out of tune is a problem of the instrumentalist?
How dare you?
I've heard better lute players, darling.
And I've heard better liars.
I haven't said a single lie to you.
What's your name? Gotcha.
Right, like, goes, I do mean it. You can tell me what you're really doing. And I
You can tell me what your real name is.
Not far off. From what I've already given you.
That don't mean much.
You first.
My name is Luke.
No. Tell me what this is really for first.
The hole?
Yes.
Fine. And he picks up his lute and he undoes one of the strings on it and he makes it into a circle and he puts it in the hole. Your turn.
When he does,
Lucas, why?
when he does that, it's like, I guess there's no real check for me to do. Is there anything special about the wire?
Make a.
Maybe arcane vibes?
You can make an arcane check.
Okay. It's like if it's just like in a circle, you could be starting like a magic circle, and that could be why he sucks so bad, because it's not meant for music.
Why is the hole 3 foot wide if he's just putting a wire in it?
He's bullshitting you.
The wire is a totally normal wire.
I'm suffering.
There could have been the opportunity you could have helped me find crime. But you had to go make crime.
Dude, Reverence would have beat this kid up by now.
Like, tilts his head and goes, that doesn't tell me much. So I won't tell you much. It does start with an M.
Let me guess. Mary.
No.
Melvin. Matthew.
These were a few guesses. Tell me a few more things about this.
I dig a hole, I put a wire in it. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
It's not, Luke.
It's straightforward, but there's no. There's still not any very good reason for it. dirt doesn't do string any favors.
Dirt doesn't do a lot of things favors. He holds up his
Nature
hands.
favors. It grows things, and it grows things for the farmers out here. That's plenty of favors enough. It doesn't kill us. That's plenty of favor enough.
You afraid of dirt killing you?
Scared of dirt?
It's sort of like turns his hand, goes, given it's what all the rest of nature grows out of. Enough time and enough spite, I don't doubt it.
Dirt doesn't need to kill you. You'll be in the dirt soon enough.
Oh shit!
It's the truly terrifying thing, isn't it? Hmm. Fine. Merritt gets up and walks away and goes, have your hole then. And I'm going to cast invisibility again. Just, oh god, I can't even do the pop noise. Just out of existence again. As far
Just
as
like right in front of him.
yeah, just gone.
He
And then Merritt sort of like stopped somewhere it's not easy to see like footprints per se, like off to the side, and then just and barely moves after that.
So you're just gonna sit and watch him?
Mhm.
He watches the place where you were for a while before sort of smiling to himself.
Can
Have
I
it your way, Michael.
using the item breaks invisibility, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah. And taking basically any action does.
Yeah. Okay.
You sit and watch him as he covers the wire and fills the hole back in.
Luke, why? I need to understand.
What was it? You said there were. How close are the trees around? You said it wasn't like completely open.
There's like 2 trees on either side of this scene. They're not huge ones. They're probably like 6 inches in width at the most.
Oh, skinny boys. Okay. How far were they away from him?
Probably like 10 feet each.
Okay. He's not looking at them or where I was.
No.
I gradually work my way over that to one of them that is not in his view. And I have yeah, okay. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and use Eldritch Sight and see if there's anything magical on him. And I know
On
that's
him?
gonna break invisibility. Yeah. It's breaking invisibility, but so as long
Alright.
as I'm not in his sight. Here, let me pop that shit up as well.
I mean, they're not behind him. They're just to like his sides.
Yeah, maybe I like go just sort of like when I'm little bit past the tree, but not quite, just like at his back. I start Eldritch Sight, where I think I'm out of sight, and then towards his back. Sort of like seeing the last of him in profile. Or not in profile, but specifics.
You're behind him though, right?
Yeah,
Um,
around to that area. Magic?
no.
Hmm.
No,
Okay.
he's just fucking dumb. And the love of my life.
I shift using Mask of Many Faces into like just someone else entirely, grim old man in black, and just like quietly make my way away from him and circle back into town.
You leave him and he covers that hole.
Hmm. Okay. After
Alright.
this dirt flat fiasco, how late is it? We can go to their crime spree, but if it's late enough, Merritt either goes just back to the inn or starts making his way south.
I'd say it's been a couple hours. Because you let 1 whole hour of invisibility go by. Plus all the time like getting over here and then talking with him and watching him further. It's probably like been like 2.5 hours.
Okay.
So
So from 8, so like 10, 11.
yeah, probably closer to 11.
Okay. Yeah, Merritt still makes his way towards the south docks.
I'd say at this point there's like no lights on, no people in the streets, everyone's asleep.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys head out to the docks, and you're just going to the same like file house.
Yeah.
And Ben's going.
Yes.
Sweet. You all arrive. This is still when it's earlier in the night, so there's a couple of taverns open and such, and a couple of people, especially by the docks where the taverns are. There's a couple of people who are either like heading home or, you know, are awake. I think you come to the house and see the like foot-high chains again. Which pretty much all of you can just step over.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just step over it and go into the fucking thing. Stealthily though.
Pancast is passed without a trace.
Okay, everyone roll stealth checks.
Plus 10.
Thank God for that plus 10. Reverence is too excited for crime.
Ben is gone.
Too excited for the crime to do the crime.
Yeah, Ben and Noah are extremely stealthy. Reverence's tail kind of like hits the chains and it jingles a little bit, but there's not really anyone around to hear.
The chain jingles in a city. Anyway.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
But you are now in the record house.
Heck yeah.
Dope.
We broke in.
I'm gonna
Ooh.
read fucking everything in this place.
All right, good luck.
No, is there anything that catches my eyes particularly interesting? Is it all the same shit? What's up? What's the dealio?
So the room is it's very small. The back of it, which is only separated by the desk and like a swinging door. So I guess the desk is more like a counter. But the back of it is just stacks of folders, which Pen, you know that they are the ones with like the catalog of the ships and cargo and such. And there is a like tall stool that sits up against the counter and a single folder on top of the counter. There's a couple of drawers behind the counter as well. And there's the plaque that says Earl is the employee of the month.
Okay, I'm gonna go for the drawers first.
Mm-hmm.
What's in those?
You open 3 out of 4 and they're just empty. And you go to open the last one, and inside of it is like a letter opener and some blank pieces of paper and ink.
Boring. I'm gonna flip through the most recent thing to see if the fucking renegade has been here anytime recently.
Go for it. Give me a perception check.
Baby,
And-
don't fail me now.
Noah's gonna check for recent pay.
Pen's gonna cast guidance on.
Baby, you failed me
Reverence.
now.
Also, though,
How about a what?
Pen casts guidance on Reverence.
Oh, that's not gonna help that much.
Roll a d4, though. You know.
You could roll a 4 and get a 9.
Well, I helped.
Maybe I shouldn't have said something, being the only person that had rolled a 1 so far.
You start flipping through the pages, and it is an overwhelming amount of information. It's just kind of a lot of words, and I think you stop reading and start just flipping pages, and you're like, wait, I'm supposed to be looking at these.
Reverend's is like, I can't read this good. Literally, she turns around and says, I can't read well enough for this.
Noah goes ahead and walks up to the papers and goes, "What were you looking for exactly?
The boat.
Brigade?
Yeah.
Eh?
It's just so.
Eh,
She just looks at the book like. Just so sad. Just. There's so much in there.
Can Noah find like the most recent reports, like within the last year?
I mean, yeah, that's the one that Reverence is holding.
He's gonna go through it, but yes. And did you look through the recent ones, or did you mostly go further back, looking for the renegade?
Just through the 4 and 5 years ago ones.
In that case, he's gonna look for the renegade through here.
To the recent one?
Yeah, the recent one.
Yeah, go for it.
Option.
Perception.
Oh. I need to stop speaking.
You begin to, and you quickly realize that there are like hundreds of days of worth already of this year in this book, and
It's been most of the year.
it's been most of the year, and it's a lot. So you skim through it briefly by flipping through the pages, and you do not see anything.
Okay. I also try to look for ships that checked in like say a year ago. Like go to the back catalog of the book and see what ships going the direction of fuck, what was the name?
I mean,
You
they
asked
don't
that.
list where they're going, do they?
They don't list where they're
They do
going.
not.
No.
Oh shit!
It's-
Never
It's,
mind.
it's what they're hauling, the ship name, and the day, and that's it.
Shit. Then never mind. I guess the only commonality you would see of ships disappearing would be what they're hauling, but that's really. I doubt that would have anything to do with monsters.
Would it
I
be
guess that's what we
silly
got.
for me to also look at the book? Is that overdoing it?
It's a little silly.
Yeah.
Your two friends have looked at it,
Yeah.
and Noah has said there's not in there.
Your two friends are also dumb as hell, though.
Noah, like, extends the book to Pen and goes, I don't know how much luck you're gonna have, but you're the only other shot we got. I don't know if there's anything else you would like to look for, but I don't know, we're gonna find a whole lot more.
It seems silly for us to make 3 separate checks on this.
I don't think you should. I think
Yeah.
Noah has said that he has not seen it in there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we tried. I don't know if there's anything else in here.
Is there anything stealable in here?
The plaque,
No.
all the stuff in the drawer, like nothing is stuck here. You can steal anything from here.
Yeah, but like, is anything interesting enough to steal?
I've told you what everything is.
That means
Not everywhere has pretty stuff to steal.
Is the letter opener like fancy?
No. It's a government assigned letter opener.
Reverence looks so pissed. She like takes a folder off a stack and like throws it down.
Ben picks it up and puts it back neatly.
Reverence was gonna do that, but okay.
People have to work here.
One person has to work here.
A single person has to work here.
Reverence was gonna pick it back up.
And deal with all this bullshit.
That's why she just took one and threw it instead of knocking down a whole fucking stack. Not that Earl understands the stacks anyway.
You know, we tried. Thanks for coming back with me, you guys.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Can we break into somewhere else? This was
Oh
boring.
my god. You just want to steal something.
Yeah. I do.
There's plenty of houses.
Oh my god.
Can we go break into a house?
No!
I feel like
Why?
if you would break into anywhere a shop would be best.
People
Can we
live
go break into
there.
a shop? Nobody lives in a shop.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes
Reverence is leaving.
Just pen and Noah at the same time.
Reverence leaves.
Okay. Bye, reference.
Hi, Reverence.
Reverence says nothing to you.
So, Pen, do you think she's gonna go try to steal something or go straight to the hotel?
I think she's gonna wander around a bit angry and then come back to the hotel.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe kick some rocks down the
imagine.
road, you know.
Reverence, I'm in this photo and I don't like it.
But hey, we could go back and try scrying on your kid again if you want. Or for the first time. Because we haven't tried that yet. I don't know why I said again.
Well, I mean, we had a scrying spree before, but that wasn't with Noah's son.
I mean,
Because,
if you're
yeah,
interested.
Sure. It's always worth a shot.
Heck yeah.
All right,
We head back.
Reverence, where are you going?
I'm just gonna walk around angry for a little while.
Maybe
Maybe
kick some rocks.
I want to kick some rocks. If I see anything particularly stealable, you know.
You know what's gonna happen.
Make a perception check.
Oh, fuck. So, why did I close my character sheet, do you think?
Because you were done.
Saw the big red X and decided it was time.
You walk around town, all angry, kick a couple of rocks.
But she's not that mad. She's just like irritated and annoyed.
You know what I
disappointed.
mean. You're grumpy.
She's grumpy.
You kick a couple of rocks in your grumpiness.
Her heist was boring.
Mm-hmm. And outside of a building, you can't tell if it's a shop or a home, but there is a large fish mounted to the wall.
How large?
It's about like 2 feet long. And it's not like a real fish, it's just a sculpture of one.
It's a musical fish. It's one of those. It's gonna sing demonically at you.
Hold on. I'm shifting into Reverence's mind.
How petty is Reverence right now?
I think she just really wants to steal something.
I think she's pretty petty and grumpy.
Just really wants to steal whatever.
I'm shifting into
That's a
Reverence
Reverence
mode.
question.
Everybody be quiet. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna steal the fish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, green would have been the good decision, which was to be not steal the fish. So I'm gonna try and steal this fish.
Yeah, it's just on like hooks. You
I'm
can
gonna
just
be-
literally pick it up.
I am gonna be stealthy, though.
Okay, give me a stealth roll.
That's not
Yeah.
the worst stealth roll I've ever had. And I'm gonna
Oh.
take that fish.
You look around real suspiciously.
Yeah.
You like look
Sounds
over
right.
your shoulders and get down low.
Sounds right. Sounds right.
There's no one on the streets around you. And you're like, okay, gotta get this fish off the wall. How am I gonna do it? And you go to like touch it, and it just kind of like pops right off.
I was hoping you were going to say sings. Anyway,
Reverence
I
is
knew it
like-
wouldn't, but I wanted it to.
Reverence is like, hell yeah. And then she rushes back to the fucking inn with this fish.
Okay.
Club, 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 club.
She like kind of conceals it as she's going in.
It's a 2-foot long fish.
She's doing her best.
It's made out of wood. How are you
Trying to
concealing it?
find her cape.
Cape.
Okay. So you come into the inn. It's unseasonably late.
Yeah.
I think the only one downstairs is like the innkeeper, and they're washing like plates and dishes and stuff, and maybe
Is-
mopping.
Is Lilith still in there?
No. No, Lilith has been kicked out. She is outside.
Oh.
She's not allowed in.
Reverence just walks right on through.
Yeah, the innkeeper kind of glances up and then squints at you because you're significantly lumpier than before. But they don't stop you because you are not making eye contact and you are walking up the stairs.
Reverence is just walking up the stairs.
So yeah, congratulations. You have a 2-foot long wooden fish.
Fuck yeah. I bust into the room and I hold the fish up and I go, I'm king of the sea.
Number one, Noah and Penn, you are back home. Definitely. Merritt, I think you're probably. I think it's probably been like an hour. So yeah, I think you're still out there talking to Luke.
I'm still out in the dirt.
You're in the dirt, dirting it up. Dirt boys with the Z. Adelaide and Thalia are awake. Vivian is asleep. But not anymore.
Oh.
You just bust in and go, I'm the king of the sea! And Vivian kind of goes, just like sits up and is like, hey, but a king?
Ribbons hands the fish to her and says, I got you a present.
She's 12 years old. Oh, she's 12 years old. She like she takes it from you and is like, ugh! Because she's now holding a huge chunk of wood. And she sort of looks at this giant fish you've given her, and then looks up at you, and then looks at Thalia and Adelaide and Noah and Penn, just like, what is happening?
Ribbons says, if you don't want it, I'll keep it.
I didn't say I didn't want it. What? Is it morning?
No.
Why is fish?
Why is fish?
Don't worry about it.
She sets the fish down next to her in the bed and like goes to sleep holding it.
Oh my god! That's my daughter! A little bit of reverence is like, damn, why'd I give her that fish? But the rest of reverence is like, damn, that's my kid. I gotta take care of her.
Gotta give my kid a fish.
Gotta give my kid this fish I stole.
That's what family's all about.
Good shit.
Right.
Reverence is just grinning at fucking Penn and Noah.
Did you satisfy your cravings?
Did you steal that fish reference?
Maybe.
No, I think
Like,
she stole that
everywhere's-
fish.
Pen, everywhere is closed. There's no other way she could have acquired a fish like that.
Maybe she
That's not
carved it.
true. I can do anything. There might be places open. You don't know. You don't live here.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. I'm pretty confident it was really dead, but I was gonna say I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm not. I know for a fact you stole that fucking fish.
You don't know anything. Reverence is walking in circles with her hands behind her head, like just kind of walking around like she's the coolest bitch on earth. You don't know anything.
It goes, whatever. Carries on with his business.
I think Thalia looks up at all of you and says, so is Merritt okay?
Mm.
Hmm.
Alright.
Reverence is gonna text Merritt.
Which one?
I'll call, text, call.
She's gonna text him.
Are you saying that because you don't want to interrupt that scene?
Maybe.
Because that's meta.
I mean, we knew he was sneaking around and getting information.
Yeah. So it'd be pretty rude to call him. Because that
Alright.
might fuck up his sneaky.
Okay. Text him.
I text him. I say, You good?
I don't think you can answer your phone probably until you stop talking to Luke.
Yeah, just like far too many moments later. Yeah.
Just like 2
like
hours
half an
later.
hour later.
Reverence was gonna give it like an hour and a half before she got worried. Reverence a half an hour later, fucking proclaims to the room, "Yeah, he's fine."
Gives a thumbs up.
All right. Are you all going to sleep for the rest of the day? I
No.
mean, night. It's nighttime.
No.
No?
No, I'm gonna scry on Noah's kid.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Do
I've been
it.
wanting to do that for like 6 weeks now.
Do it.
Noah, do you have anything from your kid or description or anything? Anything.
I do not, other than what I said to Reverence before.
What does their mom look like? Maybe they look something kind of like you and the mom. Tell me, what does your dead wife look like, Noah?
Don't make him describe his dead wife.
Hey Noah, what's your
Jesus
dead wife
Christ.
look like?
Ooh. That's all I gotta say to that. That's
It just goes oof.
Just oof. All right. Well,
Oof and Noah. Noof.
Anyways, so does Penn ask that? I need to know that seriously.
yes.
That's Penn for you.
Penn
Oh.
says, no idea what he looks like. Maybe what does his mom look like? Maybe it's like a mixture of the two of you.
You see his face kind of droop just a little, but he's holding it together well. And he goes, well, she had dark hair. She was the one with the golden eyes. Obviously not me.
Maybe your eyes changed. No.
Human. A little shorter. Face is still kind of fuzzy now.
Mm.
Oh my god, he doesn't remember what his wife looks like. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Every time this is mentioned, I need you all to know I get a very sad face.
And
Oh my
as soon as
God.
he says that, you see him like visibly just like slouch more. It's just kind of the depression.
Even Reverence reaches out and like pats you on the shoulder.
Goes, yeah, that's really all I got.
Maybe it'll help.
I have a question
Yes.
for Chance Noah.
Yes, Noah.
Were you married?
No, not technically.
Okay.
Oh.
So you didn't have like wedding rings or anything.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah, kid. That was it. I mean, yeah, there was more stuff there, but marriage wasn't like
Yeah.
a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Long-term thing, but not a ceremony. Or at least,
Ceremony for it, no.
Yeah. All right.
A house and a kid. That was it. Nothing else to go off of, sadly.
Well, That's sad. I'm gonna scry on his kid
Okay.
with like
He's
super
very tall.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Said with this very tall man you've made. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let me tell you what the DC is. 17.
The spell fails.
It didn't work.
Wait.
Fine.
Wait.
What?
Wait.
Hang on. I'm getting something.
I'm getting a signal.
Wait.
Fucking
Sorry.
moving the TV antennae around.
Sorry, I read it wrong.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
My fucking bad. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry.
I like the idea contextually and almost lost it, and then
I can't read numbers sometimes, and I'm sorry.
Valid.
Okay. The spell doesn't fail.
Oh my god.
You see, it's dark. Not so dark that you can't see anything, but it is dark. It's you can't really tell anything about the environment due to both the darkness and the spell's nature is not to see the environment but to see the creature. You see a pretty young child who has dark brown hair with a streak of white.
Oh.
And golden eyes, and they look almost human, I guess is the word. Their ears have a point, but it's not like extremely pointed ears. They're short. And they're wearing a sort of very plain clothes. I think they're like a gray sort of one-pieced thing that has like a rope for a belt. And they don't look really dirty or unkempt. And I think they're just sitting on the floor.
I am trying to memorize every single detail of this child's face. And I'm gonna fucking tell Noah.
Yeah.
Yo. All this.
oh,
Revens feels a little bit sick at the outfit description. Rope as a belt is too familiar.
oh, the idea just came back to me.
He look in any way, or she's fine?
You're being too quiet.
Was he injured in any way, or was he fine?
He seemed fine.
Good, at least. I don't know how to feel about the attire you explained, considering that usually means he's still in a tight spot.
He's alive though, and not hurt.
Keep pounding. Appreciate it more than you'll ever know. You see his eyes kind of like water a little bit. He's not getting terribly teary, but you know, he's getting a little bit watery. And hold it together. Oh, from here, what's all the information we have so far?
We know the name of the ship, the name of the captain, that it probably hasn't been back since it came here. But maybe the captain has.
Okay.
Maybe we can ask around about them, or I can try scrying tomorrow, or
If we thought about trying to scry on Thalgorn also,
sure, we can do
maybe
whatever.
maybe another time, but I don't know how much you can do that. Just with a shot.
Yeah. Whatever you need, friend, buddy. And kind of awkwardly pats his knee.
No, also Pat's pen. Okay, so guess for right now, I don't know what else we can really do other than sleep. Or just try to figure out what we're going to do next time.
Yeah. Are you all going to sleep before Merritt comes back?
How long did the scrying and everything take?
Scrying takes 10 minutes, but the image itself is instant, pretty much. So, not super long. I'd say Merritt is still like another hour, basically, probably. Especially if he keeps wandering, because he said he was going to the docks and not to the the inn you're all in.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not gonna fall asleep until Merritt gets back.
Back.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Kara, how long does Merritt stay at the docks?
Let's see. He doesn't stay too long. He sort of in that same guise of this sort of rugged old man you don't really no one really cares about, that kind of gruff. He looks for any sort of signs or symbols out of place, like markers, or anyone skulking around beyond him. But he doesn't give any active follow beyond that. He just sort of notes it and then goes on.
Yeah, I think by the time you're at the docks, there's really like no one left. Anyone who's like out, who not out, but anyone who was in the taverns has either has gone home or is staying there. You know,
The
I think
occasional few that
especially
are just drunk, passed out straight up.
yeah, there's not really very many drunk people.
Yeah.
There are a couple of homeless people.
Oh.
On the docks. They don't really stick out to you. Most of them are asleep and they're just kind of, you know, huddled in the alleys. There's not a ton of them either, just like probably 4 or 5 at the most. But you do see them, and I think after looking down the dock, you realize there's not really anyone else, and also it's quite cold. With direct exposure to the sea, and it's almost winter. It's quite cold air. And I think after that, you probably head back, and it's it's probably midnight after by like half an hour at the most by the time you get back to the tavern.
Okay. Yeah. Just before Merritt gets there, he drops the disguise so as not to spook anyone, and then goes up and away, and like first like goes to his room and grabs the winter blanket, and then goes and finds everyone else and goes, well, that was a whole lot of nothing. Just from buried, not quite buried, but wrapped in his winter blanket like it's a cape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of. There are strange swords here, but I don't think that was involved in the particular strangeness we're looking for. Oh well.
Is he not going to tell us about the wires and the Luke man? Oh my god.
There's an entire other strangeness dealing with the earth. We're looking somewhere out to sea.
Oh, but I need to know. It's the most important thing.
He's being fucking vague. So there's weirdness, but it's probably not the weirdness we're looking for. It's weird enough.
Dang it, Karen, I will never know. This is
Let a man dig his hole. Unless we see him again. But yeah, no, Mary just sits down and is like, alright, well, discover anything in the heist? And so on and so forth.
No, but we did
What?
scry on Noah's son, and he's alive, so that's good.
Very good news. Okay, alright. We know any more of who we're looking for in this growing? They're growing even. The absolute silence. I
Is
assume
everyone
Eric gets
still
caught up.
here?
Hi, yes.
What? Hello?
Maybe.
Wow.
The answer is no.
The answer is no.
Oh. Mostly for the most
Yeah.
part, I've just been cutting out a lot, but
Oh.
I've just been holding on.
Just, I mean, for the sake of brevity, we say Mary gets caught up.
Yeah.
Reverence
We're
tells him
losing
about the
people.
fish, and he probably frowns at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vivian's sleeping with it still.
Just feels like
Very
I
good.
stole a man's fish.
I take a picture of Vivian sleeping with the fish.
Oh, that's so bright.
I was gonna say, doesn't it do a flash?
Yeah, but Reverence isn't gonna fucking think about that. She just wants a picture.
Okay, you get a picture. I don't think Vivian wakes up.
See, it's fine.
Everyone else in the room is like slightly dazed.
Fantastic.
yeah, I think. Do you all want to sleep after that?
Yeah.
Yes. Is Samuel still here?
Yes.
Wonderful.
He was probably asleep through all of this.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah. He hasn't left yet though. Excuse me. Yeah, I think you all catch Merritt up and turn in for the night, and we'll leave it there.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We fucking did it, lads.
Did the thing.
Do you ever look at your sheet and realize you forgot something? I mean, it's not important. It's just I forgot Merritt had that. Anyway.